Welcome to AtariAge Day 2025, presented by ZeroPage Homebrew. Okay, we will do party time for kittens, very briefly, just to calm them.
Yeah.
Welcome to AtariAge Day 2025, the yearly event, where we run down all the new releases going into the AtariAge store that you can buy, and talk with, of course, all the incredible developers as well who made these games. Always an amazing time. I love this day.
Me too.
Because there's so many people to talk to.
So many games to play.
Oh, that as well. And you'll be playing the games.
Yeah.
So we'll be unboxing this stack of games today and playing all the new games and talking with, off the top, Albert Yarusso from AtariAge, Lewis Hill, Muddy Funster, Mick Crocker, Mick Muse, these are all their names on the AtariAge forums, Thomas Jentzsch, who goes by no pseudonym, he is just Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas Jentzsch. Dave Marli, Bob Montgomery, Mark Johannes, and we have a written submission from Vladimir because he's not able to make it today.
Nice.
And we'll be unboxing E.X.O Collector's Edition, Tober's Nightmare, Paddlefield, Frazzled, Minotaur, Kovi, Slideboy, Mazeland, and A Night Guy in Another Castle. And this is just day one. Day one of AtariAge Day. We had to split it into 2 days because there's so many releases. 17. So tomorrow we'll continue with day two. But first up, I would like to introduce the man who's the hub of everything AtariAge. Yeah. The person who makes all of this come together, who works 24/7 with no sleep, bring you all these incredible games through AtariAge for almost 25 years. The anniversary is next year.
Very nice.
Please welcome Albert Yarusso. Welcome, Albert, to AtariAge Day. Oh, and we can't hear you. And why is that? We don't know.
Yeah.
Let me
One moment.
make sure.
The cats are here to entertain you. Shall I give the cats? There we go.
I had my mic muted because you didn't want to
trick
hear me
us.
while you were getting ready.
To make us panic, right?
No, that was not on purpose. Hello. Good to see you.
Hello.
Wow.
It has been. Yes, welcome.
Cats ready to watch you guys play games.
Yeah.
The cats are
They're
very excited.
very
It's their
excited.
favorite day, too, is
Yes.
AtariAge Day. They get
part
long
of the crew.
streams with lots of treats. Did you give them some catnip?
No, I'll give them
God,
catnip
yeah.
right now. Thank you, Gamadev, for that. I'll put some on the floor for
Where
them.
do I press the button?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they
There's some here.
here you
got
go. There's some.
They're the true
Perfect.
stars of the show.
Oh, they
They
are.
really are. I mean, we can't deny that. That's why people come. That's why people give them treats all the time. Is the cats? They're the stars.
Are they gaining weight?
Luckily not.
Surprisingly, no.
Sid is svelte. He still looks like a kitten, even though he's like a year and a half old now. Atari got a little
Can I have some
chubby.
of that catnip, please?
Yeah, we'll send it over. Yeah. Atari, come get your catnip. There we go.
All right.
Let me change the camera so they can see the catnip. Cat cam. There we go.
Atari,
So,
buddy.
like I said, AtariAge Day is definitely one of my favorite streams to do because it's always an amazing time talking to all the talented developers about their games. And we're lucky enough this time around to take a look at 17. Oh my God. 17 new games released by AtariAge. What are some of the criteria that you look for when deciding to publish an AtariAge game? What are the main things?
It needs to be fun, first of all.
Oh my God.
If it's not a fun game and has at least some replayability, so once you get through it once, hopefully you can play it again and still enjoy it.
Yes.
So those are important. And that's that's what Atari had to deal with back in the day. They didn't have all the tools and techniques and everything we've learned since 45 years, where they can improve the graphics and sound as much as we have. So they had to rely on the game actually being fun to play with minimal graphics, minimal sound. A lot of times there were two-player games because it's hard to program. I hate to use the term AI, but computer opponents that were decent.
That's right. Yeah.
So and that's still true today, even with better graphics and sound. If the game's not fun, then why bother? It's not worth. I mean, I know a lot of people start writing simple games and they may not be the greatest games, and develop their skills from there, and game development prowess. But the quality of the titles coming out, really, there's no shortage of just absolutely stellar games. I mean, it's really remarkable. It has not slowed down at all. You've got even more people publishing games, writing games now. I thought, there's no way this is going to go past 2020 or whatever. But even 10 years ago, you just didn't know what was going to happen. But it's still great to see so many people. Yeah,
it's like more and more each year.
Yeah. And, shows like this and, all the work you guys do help bring a lot of attention to these games, and to pretty much every game, because you guys play everything, which is great. Then the awards at the beginning of the year also help a lot, because all those games would be played and culled down into smaller numbers, and then, everyone else gets to play them either in physical games or, digitally. And, that's another big event. Atari's bringing more attention as well. With the advent of the 2600 Plus and 700 Plus, and employing homebrew authors to develop new games like Tiger Hell. Miner 2049, are just tons of interesting stuff coming up, and a lot of fun stuff going to happen in the next few years, and I'm going to be heavily involved with that. More so now, especially getting the homebrew or the last chance stuff out of the way. That was just a huge albatross, and it's nice to have that down, which frees up my time immensely. Immediately after that, I've got all those new games in the store finally, which is ridiculous, and that will never happen again. And then the new games coming for PRG, which is a smaller slate and more reasonable. It's 11 or 12 games depending on how much we get done. Then
there's only 10 announced.
We'll actually be able to... What?
There's only 10 on the roster. Maybe some secret games, maybe?
Nice.
Maybe, yes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And then next spring we can do a smaller slate of games, which is what I wanted to do last year, or this year I should say, but there's no way in hell that was happening. I had to get those last chance games done. That's done, so things can start progressing more normally, and I'll be able to spend a lot more time doing fun stuff, and as well as adding digital games to the store finally, which people, and users and developers have been waiting for way too long. And the PRG is going to be fun this year. We have a big combo Atari and AtariAge booth.
Nice.
And we'll have a ton of systems set up there again as usual. Atari will have a lot of fun stuff there, and there's some stuff that has not been announced by Atari yet for PRG. So keep your eyes open and ears open, I should say, for that. It should be a lot of fun. It's gonna be kind of crazy probably at the booth. This year.
I bet.
So so I think I completely lost track. The question was, what makes a game? Why do I publish particular games? Yeah. And,
Number one, fun. Fun.
Polish. Some people put a lot more, polish and detail in the game. That helps a lot. Shows they cared about it, and they want not just beyond the basic, here's the game, here's the play, but just a lot of the menus and the graphics and audio. If they add music to it, and options for gameplay options or difficulty switches, pause, just so Atari box support. I mean, there's so many different things that come into making one complete game, and then doing the packaging too is a lot of fun. And that's obviously not relevant to the selection of games. But you'll have people
games
sometimes, hey, I'm interested in doing the art for this game, or I just approach people directly once I choose a game. And sometimes people approach me as well, and versus my approaching somebody else, it's probably about half and half with that.
So how do you get alerted to the? How do you get alerted to the games then? Do you? I'm sure you keep a constant watch on the forums of games that are popping up. And so that's how you get alerted to people working on new games. Obviously, you have worked with many, many developers in the past, so there's already a cooperation between those developers and you. But maybe a new developer that maybe isn't on your radar, is it something that you watch on the forums for?
Yeah, there's a few different ways. The forums, though, certainly would be the number one method for my finding new games, and I'm subscribed to every single forum on the forum. So anytime there's a new topic started in any forum at all on the site, I see that right away. And a lot of those sites do happen to be new games, either posting like 26 programming forum or one of the other programming forums, or directly in like the 2600 or 700 forum. And sometimes those games are pretty far along. Sometimes they're just getting started. But I usually will subscribe to those threads, especially games I'm interested in. And then so I can follow the development. And depending how far along it is when I first see it, I might approach the developer quickly. I might wait until I see how the game evolves. And usually I'll grab the binary if they posted one and try that out immediately just to get an idea. I've got my wireless Atari controllers all out. They're actually not here at the moment. They're hooked up to my computer, so I can use those with Stella or Pro System or things like that, which is really nice. So I can use actual controllers without having to go down into the dungeon and flashing it to or putting on a flash card or something and playing it that way. All of that will eventually get to that, of course, for testing purposes.
Yeah, you got to make sure, especially for 2600 games, there's so many different platforms that run 2600 games. You have to test for compatibility, et cetera, et cetera.
And the other way, just watching your stream sometimes, just seeing some of the games. Like if it's a game I've noticed, or even if I haven't noticed it, and I see you guys are playing it, I might be interested. I'll definitely take a look at that because you guys do a good job of going through them and playing them, and save me some time in there. At least getting someone else's perspective too on whether or not they think it's a fun game.
Because I've seen games posted in the forums, and I look at them, and visually they may be like, oh, okay, it's kind of blocky or whatever, it doesn't look interesting. But once we get to play it, especially 2-player games, it's like, wow, this game has a lot of depth to it and replayability, et cetera, that makes it a good game that maybe on the surface doesn't look like it would be, a top tier, title or something. But giving that gameplay really helps, and getting feedback on the forums from other community members about the game and seeing reactions probably helps influence you to take a look at a certain game.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a good point about 2-player games. I mean, that's, there's no doubt that when you're going head to head against somebody else or more people, with, some games that have support more than 2 players, those are the best. Like I remember years ago, like in the, it'll be mid-90s, early mid-90s. We had like a projector, a 100-inch projector on the wall, and we'd play. I remember playing Warlords with 4 people on that.
The best.
My God! I mean, it's fun. It's a play. Yeah, Warlords is one of the best. But man, you hurt your head. A screen that big when you're that close. So
maybe that's too big.
But those games, any type of party games, almost like that, where you can get a bunch of people around and people rotating out, is just a ton of fun. And you can even go back to simple games like Combat, and they're still just as much fun when you're playing against other people. So
and new hardware like the Quadtari helps open up the possibilities for multiplayer games, and like Vroom has 8 players, so it's endless. It's really great, the possibilities of making multiplayer games now. So
I'm waiting for Thomas to figure out a way to get 16 players, a 16-player game.
Ooh, yeah, that's a challenge. One day.
Is he here?
Do you think we can squish 16 people in this room?
16 would be a challenge. Maybe one of our.
Have you done that with 8?
No, just 4. I think.
We but four people having 2 controllers each. That was hard to do, but we did play 8 players essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe
and I'm trying to get more. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, maybe on
I'm trying to get more
night.
Quadtaris.
Yeah, Quadtaris are great.
And Atari boxes. I'm actually, before I came up here, I was soldering Atari boxes. So
great.
I'm going to have some for PRG. It's been a big pain because the SpeakJet chip has gotten really expensive. The part that they use, the chip that they use for that. So we're going to transition to a newer part, which will also allow us to eliminate some other parts on the board, which would be nice. But it's just taking time to get to that because we have to do new board, a lot of testing to make it fully backwards compatible, make sure there's no issues. But we are going to have a save key, a really inexpensive save key back in the store soon. So at least people who want to be able to save games will have access to that pretty easily. And I know John from Champ Games wants those as well, for his games, both the Quadtari and having good stock of Quadtaris and Atari boxes. So anyone buying his games can use them.
Yeah, it's great having to be able to save your high scores. I know like the 2600 and 7800 plus has the HSC compatibility as well. So there's various ways you can save high scores depending on the game and the platform.
And there's some games, like Penult is a good example, where you really don't want to play the game without the Atari box. And that's one way you can get the Atari box is buying it with Penult right now, but I only have, I have a small number of Atari boxes until I build more of them. So they've been selling steadily just that way, which is, it's great because, the game really warrants having one for speech and the saving, because you don't want to, unless you leave your system on indefinitely while you're playing, but that's not fun. Exactly. Yep. And it is dangerous, yes.
So let's get to the second question. It's just so much fun just talking. It's really a collaborative effort when releasing a game with lots of pieces that need to come together. So how much coordination do you take on versus, say, the lead developer, usually the programmer of the game, in terms of the manual, box art, labels? Because there's definitely a high standard that you want to maintain for a game to be released through AtariAge, because these are all like top notch. There's a certain look, maybe, the sides is 2600 and AtariAge on the side. So what is the balance between you and the lead developer?
Once we get started on, once the game is basically done, or even before some, but we can start the package development process. And usually, it's first off finding a designer to work on the packaging, and then usually we do that via PMs on AtariAge. So it's myself, the artist or artists, and the developer or developers in some cases. And we just start, I basically start an introductory message, so everyone knows who everyone is. And then, describe what we want to do for the packaging for this game. And for the artist, you usually give them a link to the thread if they haven't seen it yet. And, the binary, they can play the game as well. And then the developers will, give their opinions for what they'd like to see as far as, if they have any ideas, what they might want to see the key art, the main art for the game, which is used on the box, manual, labels, etc. From there, the artists will typically then start developing sketches or drafts of the main artwork. And once that's been, and that will have many iterations going back and forth usually. Once that's done, then it's pretty easy to do the box and the labels. The box is fairly straightforward. There's screenshots and text in the back and other elements. And then the labels are pretty simple. The manuals, then, that takes the longest. There's the text. Usually we try to write up, the developer myself, try to go back and forth with the text and iterate on that before we hand it over to the designer. Because once that's put into the actual manual, the design manual, it's harder to make big changes to it without a lot of rework in the manual. But that can go 10 plus iterations sometimes. I'm usually pretty picky. Anyone who's worked with me on that knows I'm pretty picky about the grammar and spelling and other things like that. And we'll find little details, and that can take a while. And I don't even know who reads manuals. Because some games you really do need to read the manuals. Like I wouldn't want to play, some titles because it's not obvious, what you're doing. Like Omicron, for instance, is one of those games.
Oh yeah.
And there are immunity too. You definitely want to read the manual for something like that. So we take a lot of time in those manuals to make sure they're clear. And there's some exposition usually about the story and things like that too. So I kind of play a project manager role on those type of things. When we're doing the packaging for a project to get it to the finish line.
Yeah. So this is an especially busy year with 17 games coming into the store, plus the 10 or 12 games coming out of PRGE next month. Do you tend to keep a regular 9 to 5 schedule to work on everything Atari, or do you tend to put in?
You know the answer to that already.
I do know the answer, but do you just put in time wherever you can, or it's like, oh, now it demands time, it's crunch time, or is it just a free for all kind of?
Do you mean like getting ready for a show like this and getting games out, or you just mean in general?
Just in general, like an average day, not a show day, not a game release into the AtariAge store, but like an average day. Yeah,
there's definitely it's hard. For the last 2 years has been way more than 9 to 5. It's been 60 to 70 hours a week, pretty much every day. With few exceptions. We finally took a 2-week vacation at the end of August, kind of getting it in right. That's the only opportunity we had before getting, basically, full speed on PRG preparations. And then after that, we've got to get a ton of games built and out, by end of November, and certainly before Christmas. Not just the games I put in the store now, but, the PRG titles as well. And we'll have some stuff left over from the show. But so typically though, it's probably 8 to 10 hours a day. If I wasn't having to do things like the Last Chance stuff. The Last Chance just threw everything, out the window as far as norms. So I am hoping to get down to a more normal schedule. It'll still be really busy for the next few months, which is fine. But then it come early in the new year, that'll calm down. And also I probably will have a full-time person helping me pretty soon as well, which will make, and not just helping with physical production, but helping with other things like validating users in the forum, which is pretty time consuming because if I didn't do it manually, there'd be so many scammers and spammers in the forum. And even then they still sometimes get in, but it would be much worse. There's tons of emails that come in from the store, from the forums, just kind of regular customer support type stuff. I'll have help from Atari on that. Stuff will go right in the Zendesk. Anything that I need to respond to, I will do so. But a lot of just normal questions like, hey, what's the status of my order? Where's my tracking number? Or, can I change this game? Things like that. And same thing with the forum. I signed with the forum and my account hasn't been approved, or I want to change my email address or some other weird thing. Just basic stuff that they can do will help a lot because that. Sometimes I sit down just to answer emails, and I might be sitting in front of the computer for 2 or 3 hours just responding to emails and orders. It was worse with the Last Chance stuff before that all was done. But still, it can take a lot of time to do that. And there's a lot of administrative stuff like, doing royalties, handling royalties. And Atari's already taken that over. There's still some refinement on that. we need to do. We're gonna get all the authors under distribution contracts as well, because Atari wants things more kind of officially on paper versus what I was doing previously, which is fine for me. But Atari needs to have things this way. There's no confusion as to who owns what you're getting paid, and and all sorts of other stuff like that. But it is pretty straightforward, simple contract. But yeah, so it'll get calmer, the new year, and then we can work on some games for the spring. Maybe some games for the summer. For the spring, it'll be Midwest Gaming Classic. We're definitely going to go back to that because, that was the first time there as Atari, and it really kicked ass. It's a great show. I'd like to do the Austin Gaming Expo in the summer as well, which would be a good summer show. And then, of course, PRG again in the fall. And this actually might be the first time I fly to PRG instead of driving.
Oh, wow.
I'm even further. Now that I've moved, I'm even further. It's like 33 hours to drive
to
Portland. And that's without stops. That's without stopping for fuel/electrons and food and pee and poop and all that stuff. And sleep, because you can't drive all that way. Yeah, so it takes basically 3 days to drive.
Yeah.
So I have tickets. We'll see if I get to use them, plane tickets. The plan is to have stuff palleted here, and then, freight company will pick it up, drop it off at the show, and then vice versa, way back. We'll see how that works out.
Right. So, and you've stored a lot of stuff in Portland for the show as well, so that helps a lot, not having to cart all the hardware back and forth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that definitely helps immensely. So, I did ship a bunch of stuff to PRG last year, and I did drive last year, so I took all the games with me, generally. But this time they'll all be on a pallet. They'll all be in boxes, in the game boxes, in other smaller boxes, labeled clearly what they are, and shrink wrapped to a pallet, and hopefully they arrive safely.
Put an air tag on it so you know exactly where it is.
Oh my God, yes, the whole pallet. Yes.
Yeah, because that's an all or nothing thing, right? Oh boy,
I know. That would be a disaster. Yes.
Oh, my heart.
Hopefully that goes well, because that is a lot of, it's basically wasting an entire week driving there and back, which is it's tedious. And I think it's going to be much more tedious going across the northern U.S. Well, here this
pretty boring, pretty flat.
Because I've not driven all that route before, so
it'd
be more interesting when I go up in Canada and come back down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could do that. Go
I
to the prairies.
was going to say it's flat until you hit the mountains, because he will have to cross the mountains at some point. So
that's right.
And that can be pretty hairy too. When you're
come all the way to Vancouver,
in the winter,
pick us up, and then go down.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be cool. Yeah. As long as I have winter tires and chains in my car, I'm good.
Yeah. That's very good planning. So talking about timeline, you put these games up for pre-order about 2 weeks ago. And it's said to be, it's posted shipping in November, and you will have some copies of these at PRG, I'm guessing, of these 17 games.
Every game that's here, as well as the games from 2023, I will have all of those at the show, plus all the new 2025 games, and then a lot of back catalog games too. There will be over 120 different titles at the show available for purchase. So it'll be probably about 1,200, 1,300 games total. And that's before, and then Atari has a ton of stuff too that they're bringing. Not as nearly as deep a catalog, obviously. But, they'll have their hardware and software. Oh, he's freaking out AirPod. They need to do new ones all every year. So Atari will have a lot of stuff as well. Merchandise and the hardware and modern games as well. And some of those Allen 1 arcade cabinets. I think there's gonna be 4 of those.
Oh, nice.
Which would be pretty cool. Like Missile Command and Asteroid for sure. They might have a new one too. I don't know yet.
Oh, exciting.
But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now, building just an enormous amount of stuff. I'm probably happy with 800, 900 games built. But it's going to be the 2025 ones that get built. And those are being built as well right now. Because I have the final binaries for most of the games at this point.
Yeah. So lots of boxes to put together for us when we arrive, I'm guessing.
No, because they're going to be, it's a possibility that the 2025 games, but all the other ones will go to the show already complete in box.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it won't be nearly as many as we've done in the past.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
I feel like a professional box folder, though, at this point in time. That could be my profession moving forward. So.
That's right.
Well, if things don't work out with ZeroPage Homebrew, and you don't mind moving all the way across the country,
sounds good.
Canada's not a 51st state yet. But
no, not yet.
No, the tariffs might be a
across
problem.
The border at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can sit on just across the border from you, and we
that's
can
right
just
in Detroit.
Just ship stuff back and forth.
That's right.
Box them
I
up.
think that new bridge is about to open.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, really nice bridge in Detroit. I think Canada paid for it too. the bridge, whole bridge.
Well, that's how
it
it
looked
works,
really
right?
nice. It was much better than that Ambassador Bridge that's here now. There's actually 2 ways into Canada from Detroit right now. So this will be the 3rd. I don't know if we're going to tear down that other bridge. Anyway, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter right now. We did go to Canada recently. We went to Canada's Wonderland in Toronto, which was a kick-ass amusement park, and got to ride the new ride out from Fury. So that was a ton of fun.
We should have gone there when we were out.
No. Yeah. I've gone many times as a child because I live fairly close.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like nice. I had family in Toronto, so we would go all the time. So yeah, it's a pretty fun park. I haven't been there in a few years though. So.
Yeah, we'll have to go back.
Man, I hadn't been to Toronto since I went to school in Rochester, New York, in the late '80s, early '90s.
Oh,
we just go through Niagara. Yeah, it was nice because we were only a few hours from there then.
Yeah.
But that park, I don't even know if that park was there then, or I didn't know about it. Because we go to Darien Lake, which is between Buffalo and Rochester, and we did also hit that park. In August, but in Toronto we were mainly just there doing fun Toronto stuff, and not like they had that ride in the CN Tower. I know that's not there anymore, where you shoot out the top of the tower in a spaceship.
Oh,
and then,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that was pretty.
But
neat.
you can still climb around the tower, right? You can.
Well, yeah, they were showing that you could go out and like lean over.
Roped up.
Roped up,
I don't know about that.
and like lean on this big, what was it, like netting? You could lean over on the netting.
Oh, too scary for me.
And I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Yeah.
So I think our time has come to an end, but I'm looking forward to having a longer discussion about AtariAge just before PRGE, and then possibly a sneak preview of some of the games coming out.
Oh yeah. So actually, we are putting gameplay videos too for the games. I'm actually giving a presentation internally at Atari in a week and a half, showing off the new games. So I'm going to have videos for all of them too. We're also going to go on YouTube and in the store and everything else. We're making videos for all the 2023, 2024, and 2025 games to probably get them in the store, so I can have them embedded in the entries to the store, and of course, just being on YouTube so people can find them if they're looking for them. The other thing I was going to go, we need to do an AtariAge Day in November.
November, yes, for the new games.
New games.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It'd be weird doing 1 year, but
we might be able to. It'll be 2025 winter edition.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the summer. This is the summer edition.
Yeah, late summer. Yeah.
Late summer edition. Yeah,
you'll know that because I'm not in my parking yet. So now that I'm in Michigan. So so come November, December, I'll have gloves on, the hat, everything else.
We'll be bundled up a bit more.
Same.
Yeah, looking forward to that then. Yeah, and PRG of course. And so we'll see you at PRGE. And
all right, I'll see you then.
Always looking forward to that. So we will see you then, and we'll go on to our first developer. Bye-bye, Al.
All right, good talking to you guys. Yep, take care.
Good talking to you too. Bye-bye. Excellent. Always fun talking to Al. He's still holding on. I'm going to have to disconnect him. Get out of here, Al. Bye-bye. Don't care about the quality of it. Okay. So, the first up is a massive, massive package. Let's move all the ones out of the way and bring them on one at a time.
Nice.
So, Lewis Hill, Muddy Funster. I'm just going to get him on the line. We won't be able to hear him, but we'll get him ready.
Not yet.
We're going to be unboxing
E.X.O. Look at this gorgeous
and
box.
talk about this massive box here.
Look at this thing.
So let's put this here and get him on the line. So this is Lewis Hill, Muddy Funster, developer of such games. Oh, I see him now. We'll bring you on in a second. Such games as Artie, Keystone Coppers, and Bernie and the Tower of Doom, plus so many others. He is a 6-time Atari Homebrew Award winner. And E.X.O has been nominated for Best Work in Progress, Packaging, and won for Best Game. So, I would like to bring on Lewis Hill. Muddy Funster, welcome to...
Hi, James. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you both.
Good to see you as well, Lewis. This box is huge. This is amazing.
It's a monster.
It's a monster. It's guaranteed to be the biggest box that AtariAge has ever released, save for that foot pedal combo for thrust, I think it was. Yes, but that was kind of cheating. It had a foot pedal in it. This is pure goodness. This is incredible. So we're gonna get you to talk us through everything that is contained in here. So can you talk about like how this physical release evolved from the original box release in 2022 to this massive E.X.O Collector's Edition, as it's called?
Yeah. So I think the Collector's Edition was something that we'd always kind of had in mind to do. It was something that Albert and I had talked about periodically on and off towards the end of E.X.O's development and then subsequent release a while later. And we came back to it and we decided, if we're going to do a Collector's Edition, there's a way we want to do it. We just didn't want to do a regular version of the game and then just throw in a bunch of stuff. We wanted it to be meaningful and related to the game and be something that people would be, wanting to get their hands on. And
so opening it up, it is quite a big box. It's even got some foam in it to protect things. Yeah. And it's got the game box, and it is changed, and it says Collector's Edition on it now.
Yeah, we worked with, again, for the Collector's Edition, we decided we wanted it to be distinct from the regular edition of E.X.O, which came out really great. John did some fantastic artwork for the original E.X.O, and we worked with William Thorup to do the Collector's Edition, and he did an amazing job for us.
Oh my God, yeah. And it comes with...
you've got the ginormous poster, yeah.
Like a bigger than average poster.
It just keeps unfolding, it just keeps going.
Oh my goodness.
So
I'm going to have to back up the camera a bit to get this all fit in. There we go.
Yeah, I remember when I got my copy of this, I mean, I knew the poster was big.
Yes.
And Al had sent me a picture of the boxes that they came in, and it dwarfed everything else that was on that package run. You got all the little kind of posters like this big, and then you've got this thing that's the size of the house.
Yeah, it's almost as big as the posters that he puts up at the AtariAge booth.
Yes.
The big banner things, yeah.
The big banners. Yeah, this is incredible. So for people who love the posters that are included in the boxes that come with AtariAge games, this is going to be a massive treat for them to put up on the wall.
And we made it double-sided as well. So one side you've got the map of the first level, and on the other side you've got like the big artwork of a big version of the box artwork. So Will did the new artwork for the box and for the cart label, and he also did all these the little goodie box you've got. There's actually an Easter egg on that box, and I don't think anyone's ever spotted it.
Ooh, yeah, looks very normalish on the outside. It might be on the flap or something. So let's open it up and take a look at the goodies.
It's hiding in plain sight.
Oh no, one of those.
Oh, we got a very interesting
we have a cat.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to see the goodies. Is there cat treats in it? No, I don't think there's any cat treats.
It's a nice try.
Oh, it does say 17 on it on the back. It looks like scratches. That might be something.
No.
Okay, that's.
If you don't guess it, I'll tell you what that one is at the end. I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, let me just look really quickly again at it. I mean, it's got a bunch of numbers: AAMVEXO 25720 to 251221, which doesn't mean much to me at this moment. Getting warm. Oh. No, I think I'm gonna have to wait for the clue. I'm pretty terrible at finding Easter eggs and stuff. So let's go through everything that's in the box here. We've got a dog tag with E.X.O. Are these numbered?
Yep. So there's different ones. Wow. So each of the characters that appear in the game, there's like 5 characters, I believe. There's a dog tag for each character. So your edition will get a random dog tag from one of the 5 characters, and each character has a different color.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I've got a nice shiny green one.
It should have the character's name on it.
Ryan Zoe. There you go.
And the lead character, you've got a good pull.
Yeah. Oh, it's the rare one. And you get an unearned patch, so you don't even have to get a high score. You get a patch automatically, which is nice. Really nice. Very nice embroidery on it.
Yeah, very nice.
And you get a CD, which is of the music from the game, I'm assuming. Yep.
Yep, that's all of the fabulous tunes that Bobby put together. My thinking now is these tunes are just so good.
Yes.
They play throughout the game, the different worlds. You can unlock the little pokey player in the game, but I thought, you know what, let's make the pokey player unlocked from the get-go in the collector's edition, so it's there for you to access. But let's put them on a CD as well. Let's go a bit old school and have a music CD.
Yeah, I mean, we're
buying
boxes for games, so might as well go completely old school. And like, if people love the boxes, they're gonna love a CD too. And we've got a making of E.X.O. This is great. So it gives you a ton of background sketches that I'm guessing that you drew for the game.
Yeah, my artistic skills outside of throwing a few pixels around are poor. So all of the sketches for the bosses were tended to be done on tea-stained bits of paper with like a biro. I don't have anything like Vlad's actual manual art skills, so don't expect anything wonderful there. That's just my scribbles.
Yeah, it looks like my what I do for game planning as well. Just lots and lots of scribbles.
Yep.
We've got some maps as well, so really in-depth look. So for fans of E.X.O, this is definitely the ultimate version of the game, so you can get a lot of background. And we've got a novelette, E.X.O 1 Betrayal.
Yeah, I call it a novella. Yeah, it's a short story that basically, the idea with that is there's a lot of background with E.X.O, there's a lot of world building, and that short story basically takes you right up to the point where the game starts. If you think of it as kind of to what Rogue One is to Star Wars,
right?
And it takes you right up to the beginning of the event, sort of thing, and it gives you a lot of background as well.
Oh, that's really nice.
The interesting thing with the novella was Al was doing a lot of the editing and a lot of the proofreading, and we often would have I call it a disagreement, but it was just more on artistic tastes. Al would be like, I think this edit would work, and I'm like, but that character wouldn't say that way, and he's like, but I think this makes more. And I'm like, no, but that's an American way of saying it. It's an English character.
There you go.
English. It's like, so we had some mild disagreements, but
so he took out all the U's and you kept putting back in the U's, and he kept taking them out.
And all these Z's that we have to keep getting rid of for S's and stuff.
That's right. All the Z's.
The clash of cultures. Yeah.
And then we have the box itself with the game in it. I've got my butter knife to open this so I don't damage boxes anymore. And let's take a look at this. And the cartridge is updated as well with the collector's edition on it, reflecting the front of the box. It's got all
the new artwork, and it's got the updated binary as well, because there's no actual changes other than the one of the unlocks is gifted kind of from the get-go rather than you having to unlock it.
Okay. And the manual updated as well. So
yep.
I guess you had an opportunity to update things that maybe you wanted to clarify in the manual. Were there many updates you had to do?
I don't think we made any, actually. Yeah, the original manual, the process that I engage in with Al is when we're doing a release, we have a very specific process of going through stuff and making sure that there's no mistakes, it's all clear.
Yeah, and Al's very good about that.
He spots things that I would have like, that's an error. Oh, and then you look at it. It's like, yeah, I was like the original. He's like the grammar police. He really is.
He is. He's great like that, and that's why. But the game releases are so good.
Yeah, this is why they're so good. I mean, the outcomes are so fantastically good in terms of the quality of the manuals, the printing, and everything.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna pop it in now, and I'm gonna continue on with my line of questioning.
Yep.
There you go. Turn this on. Switch it over so we can see it too.
So I can play it, yeah. Watch out for the cat. He's trying to take your seat. Oh no.
Oh boy. May have to temporarily put in the old E.X.O. Because I have not popped this one in to my system. Yes, we will. We'll put in the old E.X.O. The special edition. If I can find it. Just so people can see it. There it is. One moment.
You need that bullseye target on the screen. Hold, please. Hold, please.
Please hold. But I'll ask you my first question while we are getting this ready. So generally, AtariAge maintains physical releases in their store practically forever. As this is something quite special and large, do you know if the collector's edition is expected to stay in the store, or is it a limited release? Is there X number that you expect to sell before, taking it away?
Yeah, that's a great question, James, actually. I think we originally envisaged having 100 units of the collector's edition available. Yeah. I'm not off the top of my head clear how many of those are left, but I think the plan might be that once they've gone, to have perhaps another run of them. That's something that Al would probably be able to confirm. But from the conversations we've had and what I recall, and I do add that I've slept since then, the plan should be to have perhaps some more made available once the original batch have gone.
That makes sense. 1 second. It's being very naughty.
It is being naughty.
We need one of those technical difficulties screenshots.
There we go.
Woo!
We're in color.
Yeah, exactly.
Please stand by.
Please stand by.
Yeah, so I think, there probably would be a plan to have another batch at some point. I think the collector's edition has been quite successful, I think, and the reception has been quite good.
Yes.
The intention all along was to have a collector's edition that wasn't just a bunch of, stuff just thrown in the box. It was, we thought about it really long and hard about what we wanted to do and have it as meaningful elements of the game.
Yeah, these are things that have had thought put into them, had a lot of work put into them. Go.
Okay, yeah, we're good, thank you.
And not just like, a simple plastic toy or something, some thing
not
thrown
just some
in.
T-Mutat.
Yeah, some T-Mutat for the lowest possible price. There's like, artistry. There is work, obviously, in the novella as well. That's a ton of work. So this is quite like an actual true collector's edition that enhances the game, gives background to the game.
Yeah, we wanted to do it right.
Yeah. So, what point did it go black and white again?
Yeah.
Why is it being black and white? This video cable is naughty.
Very naughty.
So, you discussed that you had been thinking about a collector's edition fairly early on. How early on, and what was the evolution of the contents in the box? Like, how early was the novella? How early was like the ideas of all the things that were going to go into this?
So, most of the content, the idea for the content came once we kind of nailed down. Okay. We're going to do a collector's edition. What should we include? And we got some ideas for that off from the get-go. The patch was a no-brainer. A bit of the making of booklet. The novella was the interesting one because as I was writing the game originally, from like 2020, I kept like a separate little file of just ideas to maintain continuity, because there's nothing worse than watching something or reading something and something's changed halfway through because someone's forgot the continuity notes and someone's name has changed or the location has changed.
Yeah.
So
And that does happen.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I kept a Word document of just notes about stuff, and then that kind of evolved into little snippets of background, which then evolved. You know what? This would make an interesting, just a little bit of story for the manual. But then it grew far beyond the story for the manual. It's like a 14,000 word novella now. So, and when I got to that, that's when I went back to Al and said, "Hey, I think collector's edition would be a really good idea." And he agreed, and that's when we then nailed down the extra bits like the dog tag and stuff like that.
Right. And obviously reception to the original game and sales of the original game gave you an indication of the possible sales and the fervor for a collector's edition. Like, there was enough that you knew that people would be like, okay, yeah, I think there'd be enough people that would want something to enhance the game and give background to the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the original box sales of E.X.O and the reception of that was really good, and people really enjoyed it. Equally, then, when we had a VCS release, there was a lot of good feedback from that as well. And when I made the ROM available, so we always kind of figured that I think the collector's edition would do quite well. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you think it's going to look good, and you see the pictures, and working with Will and with Al, and I'm involved in the process throughout from end to end, and you see the pictures of the stuff, and you think, oh, that looks really good. But there's no substitute when you get that box in your hand and you open it and think, wow, this surpassed my expectation. This is really good. This really is a collector's edition done right.
It is. Yeah, there's definitely some things out there that are cash grabs. This is definitely not a cash grab. This is quality stuff, and still at a very reasonable price as well for the contents and the size of it as well. And like I told Al, I'm gonna have to get a special case because I put all my boxes in plastic.
Yeah,
because I don't want to damage them if they accidentally fall, or you bang a corner of it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to find something that's close to like one of those like console boxes. It's so big.
Yeah.
Which do exist out there, which is good. So before we let you go, do you have any upcoming games you want to talk about that you're working on?
Yeah. So Bernie and the Tower of Doom should be hopefully coming up for release soon. That's something we're working on right now. Wilf is progressing nicely as well. So that one's
excellent.
One that I didn't work on for a while, but that has now advanced. Over the last few weeks, that's advanced massively. And I should have a new demo of that available soon. Often with projects, you get scope creep. With Will, I get death creep. I keep finding new ways to kill him. Poor worm. I think we're up to about
so
11
cute.
ways for him to die. Yeah, and about 120 frames of animation so far. So
wow.
Wilf will be one for the near future. And I do have a couple of other projects as well. And more on those in due course.
Yeah. Wilf is a very cute little worm. Looking forward to playing Wilf again on the show.
Have you figured out the Easter egg yet, James?
Well, I haven't been looking at it, but oh boy.
I'll give you.
Let me give one more look at it.
Okay. There's actually a second Easter egg on the other box as well, the blue box.
Oh my goodness. Maybe that'll help me.
Not that one.
The big one.
Box.
The big one.
Yeah.
Because it's in the same kind of distressed look.
Yes.
So it might give a hint. There's
We
lots
wanted
of
to go for like a supply box, like an ammo case type thing that the team would have had, in their theoretical world.
Battle worn. Yeah, well
you
used.
need to look inside.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of names.
Those are the characters.
Yeah, those are the characters.
You found one Easter egg.
There's a little sketch of an animal. A little rat.
The mouse. Just one of the characters is called Mouse.
Yeah. And No, it's not jumping out at me. No, I'll have to give up, unfortunately. Any hints?
So the numbers, if you look at the red box, the numbers.
Yeah.
It's in a UK date format, and that's the date that E.X.O went on the forum, and the second number is the date it was completed.
Ah, yes. You
So
mean
you
the
got
proper format, the sortable format.
Yeah, the non-US format.
The non-US format, yes. Okay, yep. So that's the Easter egg. Very nice. Yeah, it's good to include those kind of things. I was kind of looking at that going, but I didn't see the date. That would have been... Oh, okay. I probably maybe would have got it if it was 2507 instead of 25/7. Maybe. It says 25/7/20. Yeah. Very nice. It's nice to have those little things because you have so much places to put things in the manuals and the boxes. You might as well have some fun with it at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you for coming on, Lewis. And
No,
this
my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
is an astounding release, an astounding box, and also, of course, the main thing, an amazing fun game.
Absolutely.
That has a lot of playability to it, that's for sure. I still have yet to finish it, but I'll have to do that.
I've not seen anyone that's posted a screenshot of them finishing it, because there's actually two endings. There's a good ending and a bad ending.
Oh, nice. That's always a nice bonus, too. So you guys has even more replayability as well. So I'm guessing the good ending is you do better at the game, and the bad ending is you don't do so well.
The bad ending is you screwed up, and the good ending is you won. So yeah, it's not ambiguous at all.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, Lewis, and looking forward to talking with you some more in the future on the show. So
Good stuff. Thanks for having me. Take care.
yeah, take care. Have a good evening. Lewis comes from all the way overseas across the pond.
Which is lovely
It's
that he
great.
could
make it.
I can make it. I just got killed. There you go.
Oh, perfect timing. Next up, if you can get...
Okay.
Mick Muse
Yeah.
on the line. There we go. Let's get him on the line, and we'll get out his game in preparation. We're calling him up. So, Mick Muse, you know from games such as, of course, Tober's Nightmare that we have right here. There he is. And Deep Stone Catacomb, one of my favorite games. He is an Atari Homebrew Awards a winner, and this game, Tober's Nightmare, 2 nominations for Best Game, Graphics, and it won for Best Work in Progress. Please welcome to the show, Mick Crocker, also known as Mick Muse. Welcome.
Hi. How are you? Can you hear me?
Everything's good. We can hear
Yeah.
and see you.
All right,
Excellent. So far, so good technically on the show. little bit of issues with my
With the
7800, but
yeah.
it got solved. Congratulations on the release of Tober's Nightmare into the AtariAge store. It's a beautiful, beautiful playing game. So there's few developers that also do their own packaging. One of them is VHZC, and another one is you.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about the packaging that you designed?
I'm not sure what to say about it. I just, I do the work on an iPad.
Yeah.
Just kind of try to put in as much Halloween type stuff in it as possible. And
So it's got the pumpkins, it's got the scary tree. And have you done much artwork before this? Like on anything else?
Yeah, I'm more of a artist than I am a programmer, honestly. Like, I've been drawing my whole life. I've always wanted to make games. So yeah, I kind of did juggle both back and forth, and it just took a long time before I was able to finish a game, which was Deep Stone, and then now Tober's Nightmare.
And your artistry really does come through in the graphics in the games. They're just stunning graphics in the
Thanks.
games. And I noticed that right away when you initially posted Deepstone Catacomb. It's absolutely beautiful game. So let's take a look at the cartridge. There it is. And the back of the box. And you've gone for an old school Atari 2600 look for the box, including 3 video games. It's like that old trick that Atari used on their box. 60 games inside. It's like, well, yes.
I'm not trying to trick anyone though. Like, I never thought of it like this. Like, I don't think of this as like a business. And I'm just I think of it as more artistry, I guess, and trying to recreate this package of things that I loved when I was a kid. So yeah, I am taking that, which was kind of shady on their part. But I think
they understand.
The people who are targeted at this, they know what this is.
It's a bit of fun. Yeah, you might as well have fun with it if you're going to make all this stuff and make a beautiful box for it. Throwbacks and in-jokes are really, you might as well go for it. So there's a huge attention to detail in the graphics, the sounds, the animation, the gameplay, with an arcade slickness that I felt with Deepstone Catacomb, and it also carries over to Tober's Nightmare. So what is the main thing that you concentrate on getting just right when you're developing a game like Tober's Nightmare?
Just the movement and feel of it. When I was started with Tober's Nightmare, I honestly, when I originally started it, I was working on a different project. I was working on a platformer, but Halloween was coming up, so I put that on pause. And the original thing Tober's Nightmare was going to be was an endless runner, but that was around the time that DHZC, I think, created Iran.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yes.
So I was like, I didn't really want to do that, so I tried to come up with something different. It was going to be a Headless Horseman kind of endless runner. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Very cool.
But so then I came up with this idea, and which is kind of a mixture of kind of different classic games, kind of like a Frogger, Space Invader kind of thing, and I wanted the feeling right of picking up the pumpkins. I didn't want you to go down, just hit a button, you have the pumpkin instantly, and you shoot it. I kind of wanted the animation there. I wanted to get that right. I needed it to feel fast, so it didn't feel like it was hindering to the player. Yeah. But I wanted, so
like a bit of danger when you're picking up the pumpkin, so that you are a little bit vulnerable while you're doing it, but not so much that it's like, oh my god, pick up the pumpkin already.
Right. Yeah. I tried very hard not to annoy the player.
So Tober's Nightmare is definitely a very approachable pick up and play style of game. So was there a heavy concentration on the difficulty ramp up of levels from the kind of approachable early ones to more difficult later ones? Was there a lot of play testing to make sure there was a nice ramp up so people didn't find it too easy or too hard?
Yeah. At the first release of it, no, because I was in a rush trying to get the demo out, and I wasn't focused on that per se. So if you go back, you can still find the oldest demo there on the forums. It gets pretty difficult fast, and it almost impossible at one point. But it was just me trying to whip everything together, get something out there before Halloween, because Halloween was getting close.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I spent most of the time after that focusing on the level design, getting it feeling just right, which is hard to do when you play your own game over and over and over again. You get skilled at it.
Yeah.
You have to constantly remind yourself that you get really good at the game, so you just want to kind of...
You know the tricks, you know the ins and outs.
For everybody. Like, someone's going to come right in, playing it for the first time. It's not going to be the same experience for them, so you have to try to tone it down.
Yeah. And that's on the show. That's why I try not to play too much of a game, before playing it on the show, because I think it's helpful for the developers to see somebody starting a game from nothing, like not knowing anything about the game and kind of learning their way through the tactics, so that developers can maybe use that and it's useful in their development. I mean, some games you have to read the manual, you have to get some practice, or else it's not a good demonstration of the game. But this one is a pick up and play style game where it's like, it's arcadey, it's fun. You don't have to get a lot of prep. There's no lore, there's no huge backstory that you have to go, oh, how do I do this and this? Yeah.
Right. I can't see the screen right now of Tanya playing, but not that I'm looking at teams, but just so you know, remember to hold the fire button to run. That's a big deal in this game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's right. So you do need to read the manual sometimes.
Yeah,
yes.
I did forget that.
That is something I forget all the time as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tober's Nightmare, you kind of answered this game is a holiday themed game. And so was it a conscious effort from the very beginning, or did it evolve into a Halloween type game when you worked on the enemies and the environments? Like you said, you were making an Endless Runner first, so you carried over the Halloween theme into this.
Yes, I definitely wanted it to be Halloween. I know there's a few different Christmas games for the Atari. Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year.
It's a good holiday.
Yeah, and we always have traditions of watching It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Like every Halloween, I have to watch that. So I was kind of thinking it would be nice to have a tradition with the Atari that I could just go to every time. Like every Halloween, it would be the Charlie Brown, and then throw in like Tober's Nightmare. Like for me, like that's what I was. I kind of wanted that for myself, but yeah, hopefully people enjoy it too, and that'd be awesome. Like people wanted to bring this out every Halloween or something. Yeah,
and it's definitely a help when we do our Halloween stream. It's another go-to that we can put on the stream when we celebrate Halloween on ZPH.
I feel like every Halloween we play Tober's Nightmare. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like.
I'm pretty sure we've included it a number of times.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Get the one up.
No, it got away from me.
So, before we let you go, do you have any upcoming games that you're working on that you'd like to talk about that are in the works?
So yeah, I'm going back to that platformer. I've been working on that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's inspired by some British games that I've been playing. I was playing on some Spectrum.
Nice. Yep.
Yeah, so it's kind of got some inspiration there. I'm thinking about. I heard about the new Pixie kernel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Batari basic kernels. Yeah.
Right. For DPC Plus, they were saying it was perfect for those games that you might transfer over quite well. Just kind of remove the banks.
That's right.
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of excited about that. I might pause development until that is released, or maybe I can get it off them. I'm not sure. I haven't contacted.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who's developing that.
It is. Damn it. His name slips my mind. Not good with names. But yeah, I think it's available in the forums. A whole thread on the PXE. I think there's a cloud as well.
It sounds incredible. It allows 60 kilobytes, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
which would be great. I would for this particular game, that would be perfect. I would love to fill 68 kilobytes.
Oh yeah, huge amounts of ROM and RAM and variables, and the kernels are very powerful. You're able
Zack Attack, someone.
Zack Attack, that's who it is.
Yeah. I've seen someone say in the chat. Splendid night.
Zach Scaleri, yes. Thank you so much, chat. Looks like an incredibly capable technology, and a Batari basic kernel to be able to allow you to use that is such a game changer. So we're going to actually have a show with Zack Attack, out talking about the PXE technology coming up in a couple months, going through absolutely everything about it. So I'm really looking forward to that, and developers can learn more directly from the person. Yeah.
Nice.
So looking forward to your platformers. That is a genre I love. And so you've done a dungeon crawler and arcade style game, and you've got a platformer coming up. You just need a shooter. This is kind of a shooter.
In its way.
In its own way. Yeah. You have to pick up your bullets and shoot them up.
This next one might be my last Atari game for quite a while. So
Oh, no.
I want to make it a big, awesome. I want to take everything I learned, make the best game I possibly can for the last one. Because there's another project that I want to move on to. It's just I don't have enough time to do everything. But
Yep. Time's
maybe,
always a factor.
Maybe one day I'll get back to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's always great talking to you, Mick, and I always look forward to playing your games. They're just so slick, and the graphics are so incredible. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your platformer as it evolves, and looking forward to playing it on the show.
Okay, thank you.
So, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
There we go. Always
Love
a
that
fun game.
Oh.
Yep.
It is the perfect Halloween game,
It really
in my
is.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. It has all the elements of like the shows and the creepiness and a simple game to pick up and play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have the
Yeah, one of my
Oh,
favorites.
there's no audio on it because I had the 7800 plugged in before.
Oh.
Sorry, everyone. Anyway, we were talking, so you guys heard the audio, but I will fix it for this next game. Usually I don't have to switch it, but because I'm not using the 7800 GD through SCART, I have to flip over the analog audio ports.
Gotcha.
So we're on to our next developer, which is Thomas Jentzsch, developer of such games as... Things are attacking me.
Yeah.
Boulder Dash, Robot City, and Toy Shop Trouble.
Nice.
He is a... Let's actually connect with him. On here, so he's ready to go. Unavailable. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. There we go. Ooh, he'll have to contact me.
One moment. One moment, please. Cats, do a little dance.
If you can connect with him when he calls and make it
Absolutely.
full screen.
Yes.
Because I can't... The video button is not lit up. He is a 5-time... Nope, wrong person. He is a 4-time Atari Homebrew Award winner. And Paddlefield has been nominated for Best Game, Graphics, Music, and Sound. And
He's having trouble video calling.
not allowed in the chat.
What?
Thomas, if you could add me or type your email address that we can contact you and make a new chat with, or if you could start a new chat with me, James at ZeroPageHomebrew.com, that will work as well. Not Toy Shop Trouble. Oh, okay. Well, I will scratch that. So we'll get connected with... Oh. No, we need to know his contact to do that. So he has to type it. So we'll have to wait for him to type something or contact us. So let's take a look at the packaging while we're waiting. Oh, there we go.
Sorry, what do you need me to do?
Copy that and then go up to the top right and paste that into new chat with those little characters, those little people. Yep, paste that in there. Oh, that disappeared. There we go.
Nope.
No.
No.
Let me see.
I don't know if It says it might be because he's signed in through his organization.
Right.
And it's external. Gotta love Teams. Gotta love Teams.
Teams works, because I do have another contact for you, Thomas, that we've used in the past. So I don't know if you can log in through that, because this might be your work one that we can't do that properly with.
We'll see.
Let me try a different way. Actually, this
could work.
Could work. So click on that.
See if that works.
That should work.
In theory.
In theory. Oh, there we go. Hooray. Teams. Oh, Teams. Why do you vex us so? So this should work. He is currently connecting.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Move that out of the way.
Yes.
Oh, and we'll need a different input.
Input. Oh,
different
yes.
controller.
Oh,
this,
yes.
as it is true to its name, is called Paddlefield, which implies that we use paddles.
Mm.
Oh, you can see and hear us.
We can't see or hear you at the moment.
Well, yeah, we can't see or hear you. So you might want to select your camera. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's switch back in.
Awesome.
I'll bring him on. Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
We got connected.
Technical problems. Problems as usual with me.
Oh, technology. Always giving us trouble.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the release of Paddlefield into the AtariAge store. So can you talk a little bit about the packaging design by Vladimir Zuñiga? You were lucky enough to get the beautiful artwork by VHZC, who does a ton of artwork for obviously his own games, but also for other people's.
Yes, that was a pretty smooth process. I think it went straightforward. I mean, Vlad contacted me, he had some ideas. I selected the one he finally chose, or we finally chose, and only I had some basic idea. I wanted something with blocks and a wall in it, and it's it came like this. So I think the only thing I asked him was to make the ball more prominent. Or more bigger, more lively. That's it. And I wanted a different color, and he came up with this one. It's this color combination because the game features so many color combinations, and I thought, something different.
Yeah, it's very striking and stands out with the bright yellow.
And the green, yeah.
And the green, yeah. And the ball is very prominent.
Yes.
So let's pop the game in. After showing off the cartridge. There we go. And usually the cartridge matches the cover of the box, which makes a lot of sense. Oh. And
yes.
Also the manual too.
Yeah, funny that you mentioned the last game that it has 3 game variations. If I would have put the number here on top of it,
I can't imagine how many. There's so many options in Paddlefield. It is incredibly configurable. And
I think it's a million. If you ever count everything, it's a million or so. I don't know.
Yeah, with all the different colors, with all the different looks for the breakout of the game. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start that up again. That's doing some fun display things on the screen.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's new.
That is very new.
Not for me.
Okay. We may need to go to a different version.
we did try this one, didn't we?
Not off these cartridges.
Oh.
But that is solvable.
Yeah.
By going to the Harmony.
Maybe you got a bad cartridge?
Yeah, it does look like that. I will definitely take notes and make sure that...
I think I should try my own one. I don't think I've ever tried it in my console.
Ready.
20? Yep. There you go. We'll fudge it. That one. There we go. Now this should work. Yay! Well, we'll see. Yay! Okay, we're up and running. So I love the creative and extensive menu system you designed using the paddle and the button. Can you talk a little bit about the couch-compliant menu system? And I thank you for that. It's absolutely amazing. And this is kind of a menu system you usually only see on joystick-based games. So how did you evolve this menu system to actually completely work really well with paddles?
Yes, I wanted to allow multiple game selections in the game. That was for sure. And I don't have space for a huge menu screen, and I know that paddles are not very good in menu systems. So I tried to emulate basically how it's couch compliant.
You just have to switch to human player instead of two computers.
It's this one, right?
Yep. Up to the middle.
I wanted to emulate how a joystick works with a pedal, and that's how I came up with this. So we have to move into the corners and back to the middle, so that you can basically it works like a joystick in one axis. Yes.
Yeah, and this is a great template for anybody who wants to make a menu system for paddle games, because it's absolutely astounding.
It wasn't that complicated, so
definitely innovative, even if it's not complicated. So I am continually astounded at the amount of features that you're able to pack into each of your games, always challenging the constraints of the 4K limits you impose on yourself. So do you plan these extras, like the starting board layouts at the beginning of the design process, or do you usually take care of the core gameplay first and then try and pack in as much as you can with the space you have left?
No, the later, of course. Yes, definitely the later. Here it started with this Long Wars, which was more or less a demo or a screensaver, which played where were no pedals and two balls played against each other. And I saw it and I thought, oh, that should be easy for the 2600, and fits very well because of the play field, which creates the blocks. And it took me, I think, 2 days or so to get the demo running.
Right.
And then I thought, this could make a game. And so I added some ideas, the pedals, and then started experimenting with speeds and what would be the goal and how would the goal be achievable. And I thought about the colors. It came one to one. I had space, and I think the last thing I added were more boards. When I knew how much space was left in the end, I squeezed in some more boards.
Right.
And this game was really, it came easy. Usually you have some points where you think about how to solve the problem very long, but this one was easy. Yeah, it was quick. It was done quickly. I think 2 months or so.
Oh wow!
And then Al should not listen now. I think it's more than a year until it went to sale.
It's amazing you're able to pack in all the data of the wall here, because there's so many. It looks like you'd have to use a lot of memory to be able to memorize every single block that is taken out. Is there any kind of clever compression or data scheme that you're able to compress this down at all, or is it just straight up this is what the wall is? How did you retain all the data?
That fits. I mean, it's not that much. I think it took me, what cost me about 2/3 of the RAM,
Oh wow!
And I had to be carefully with the rest. So that's all.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
the game was short on RAM, for sure. Yes. RAM
Yeah,
was
because I
very
guess
short.
besides the blocks on the screen, there's not too much extra. You have to have where the paddle is, where the ball is, the scores, and what menu options that you've set as well. Yeah.
Yep. It's not that complicated to track, and but yeah, I think I have to look it up. What Albert asked. I don't know it from my head now.
Yeah.
But in the thread about Paddlefield, I think I described it a bit, and else I write it down after the show.
So you said about 2/3, so whatever 2/3 of 128K would be. Yeah.
80 or
128
something.
bytes.
Yes.
Yeah.
80 bytes or so.
So the paddle is definitely an underutilized and powerful input device with its precision and ability to naturally have 4 players right out of the box without any special hardware. You've used it in not only Paddlefield, but other 2 recent-ish games that you've made, Vroom and Packline Panic. Can you tell us what keeps you coming back to the paddle as a controller?
Here it was natural because this is a Pong game, so you need a paddle. I don't like playing games like these with a joystick. There's so many games where you think this should have a paddle control and not a joystick. It would work much better.
Yeah.
But Paddlefield and Room totally different. The paddle is the only option to have 8 players with so, and I don't use a paddle there. I only use a paddle button. So it's not a paddle game. I wouldn't consider it a paddle game.
It is, but it isn't at the same time. You could use joysticks by pressing left and triggering the cars as well. Yeah.
Yes, with 2 joysticks, but how many players on one joystick? I don't think that works.
No, it doesn't work at all.
And I think this is only my second paddle game and the first release. And the first one was a RAM game. It did a RAM Pong, if you remember it, which runs in RAM. Yeah.
Yeah, still waiting for that release on cartridge.
Yeah, me too. I have somebody who wanted this to release it for some years.
Yeah.
And it's not happening.
Yeah, because I just wanted to, I've done it. I've done it on my system and loaded up Rampong and taken out the cartridge. It scared the hell out of me, but and the game kept running, which was so astounding. I will never do it again because it's too scary. But to do it with the actual cartridge would be very cool. But that's a super neat game that runs in RAM. There was a whole series of games that came out that ran in RAM. So do you have any upcoming games that you're working on that you'd like to talk about before we let you go?
Yes, the next one is Paddlefield. I mean, this is done, and the box I think it's represented already on AtariAge and somewhere on social media. And currently working on the last things on the menu.
Oh, you said Paddlefield. What was the next game?
Packline Panic. Sorry.
Packline Panic. Right. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Always with P. Huh?
That's right.
I think it got quite delayed due to the politics happening. No comment to this. And so
yes.
So
Soon.
there was a lot of things unclear. I don't know how much Atari and AtariAge are hit by this, but I think the smaller distributors are really struggling at the moment.
Right, to get all the equipment to put everything together. Yeah.
Yes, I mean a lot of the stuff is coming from Europe and China and Taiwan and whatever.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So
made it challenging, but that's about as much as we need to go into that, I think.
Right.
So thank you so much, Thomas. Always a pleasure to play your incredibly innovative games on the show.
I'm only stealing. It's not. Nothing is innovative.
Well, I'm gonna tag the menu system at least as innovative for paddles.
Okay. My first then.
Yay! Okay, thank you for coming on,
Thanks,
Thomas, and we'll see you online.
Bye-bye.
There we go. You having fun?
Oh, it's fun.
Trying to break
It's
all
a
the blocks?
relaxing, fun game. Lots of options, colors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
infinite options.
Yes.
Bye bye, Thomas. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's Teams.
Mm-hmm.
Doing my head in.
Yeah.
Because there's like a difference between connecting with somebody individually on Teams
Oh, and then
and
having
then a corporate
meeting.
account, and you can't just connect with somebody on a corporate account. You have to set up a
Yes.
time and a meeting and send them the link.
Send them a link. Well, it's
like,
weird.
why?
Well,
just connect
it
with
depends. It depends on how you have it set up, because I use Teams all the time, and we connect via the chat all the time. So I think it just depends on how they have it.
Yeah, because
How they have it set up.
initially set up my Teams as a corporate account.
Oh, really?
Because it was actually cheaper. And then I was like, I can't. What is happening? I can't connect with anyone. I can't just say video conference.
Oh, that's weird.
So you have to get a individual account,
Really?
and it costs more money for some reason. And then you can actually connect directly, like a normal everyday video conference chat. Yeah. But it also allows you to connect to corporate people. But you have to set up a meeting or send them a link.
You have to send them a link. Yeah.
Which is fine as long as you know what is happening.
What you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So next up, I'm going to start the connection right now, so that we are ahead of the curve.
Okay.
How we doing? Oh, not too bad. 6 minutes behind.
Oh,
Um,
nothing.
So next up, we have David Marli, Dave M, whose games include Mr. Yo-Yo and Crossbeam, and of course, this new release into the AtariAge store, Frazzled, is a 5-time Atari Homebrew Award nominee.
Nice.
And Frazzled was nominated 3 times for Best Game, Best Music and Sound, and a Work in Progress. So, please welcome David Marli.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dave.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on and talking about Frazzled, the new release into the AtariAge store. So let's take a look at this box here. And the packaging was designed by John Calzano, Atari Boy 2600. It's really fun and cute with all the characters from the game. So can you talk a bit about the design and your collaboration with Atari Boy 2600?
Oh, sure. Well, John did the artwork for my first game, Mr. Yo-Yo, did a fantastic job. So as I was developing Frazzled, it's like, he's the guy I want to use for this game. I actually reached out to him before reaching out to Al.
Oh, nice.
And just, send him the game, send him some screenshots, and send him photos of the actual characters or the animals that the game characters are based on. Got Snuggy the unicorn right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
That's awesome.
He's the star of the game.
He's come to life.
Yes. And these two are in the bonus round. So
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
they're on the front as well.
Nice.
He came back with some sketches, and they were just absolutely fantastic. Very, very little needed to go. Oh, what the hell am I trying to say? We didn't need to go back and forth too much on it.
Yeah.
I mean, he pretty nailed it right out of the box.
Yeah, his
So,
style is perfect for this release, I think. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense that you would choose him again. And Mr. Yo-Yo's graphics as well, or the box art for Mr. Yo-Yo is beautiful too, and very appropriate for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
So let's pop this in, and Tanya can start playing. Let's switch over from paddles. That might make it a little bit difficult to play.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work.
It'd be challenging.
It would be. Let's give it a try.
I mean, it could be possible if you use two at the same time, one for
Up and
X
down,
and one
I don't
for
know.
Y.
Funny.
So let's flip over to the game. See how we do with this. Oh my goodness. That's,
Something is happening.
Something. There we go.
Yay!
Goodness. So, it's always ambitious to create a game with depth perception on the Atari 2600, sort of a 3D perspective look, as it's well before the time of scaling graphics. So you've also included distance-based sound in the game to really give it a sense of depth. So was this perspective look to the game something that was done from the beginning rather than mapped out from the beginning rather than a top-down view of the game?
Yes, it was. So the game is loosely based on the old Merlin handheld from the 70s. It had a game just like this included on it. At one point many years ago, I took that and made a version of it in Visual Basic. So this was taking that Visual Basic point-and-click game, moving it to the Atari, and that game I put two side-by-side grids on the screen, and it just wouldn't work out well with the Atari. And I was trying to figure out a way to represent that, and the somehow I came up with this idea pretty quickly, and it seemed like a very original way of presenting the game and the information you need on the two grids. And I really like the look of it. But yeah, you're right. The perspective presents its own problem. I mean, it's so graphic sensitive. Every object has three sizes. Every piece of animation I had to do in triplicate, and that ate a lot of the ROM.
Yeah. And the addition of the distance-based volume of the sound is the icing on the cake, really.
I'm glad you brought that up because it's kind of subtle, and I really wanted to do more of it, but I just sort of ran out of space, ran out of RAM, ran out of ROM, and I was only able to do it really with Snuggies bouncing around. I couldn't do it much else, but. I do like how that worked out. It worked pretty well.
Yeah, and the perspective also works as this is kind of like a disco that the game is based in, with, of course, the disco ball coming down, and it's almost like you're seeing a mirrored ceiling. Like the whole ceiling of this disco is one big mirror, so it really blends itself well that you've mirrored it on the top and the bottom. It gives it a complete feel to the environment that you're in.
Yeah, it gives it a very unique space onto itself, and it gives you you're right, it gives you the feeling of a disco, and that inspired the disco ball that I bring down in the bonus round. Which
is super fun. So this is not only a game that you can play like regular lights out game, but thankfully you've included arcade mechanics for people like myself who have a hard time memorizing the patterns that you need to solve the puzzle. Right? Much appreciated. But were you a fan of the game Lights Out that dates back to at least the famous handheld, like you mentioned, Merlin?
Well, I had Merlin when I was a kid. I loved playing with that thing. I was a fan of that. Lights Out, where you have a much larger grid, I'm completely hopeless at. The 3x3 out as much as I can handle. I've tried playing Lights Out. There's another Lights Out game, an early homebrew, Okie Dokie. I have that. I can't do anything with that. So
it's challenging.
So keeping this 3x3 makes it much more playable, accessible to anybody to pick up. Anyone can get it close, and then I think with the various power-ups and whatnot, gives you enough tools to finish off the puzzle, even if you don't have all the patterns memorized.
Yeah, I think that's what Tanya's tactic is kind of get it close and then wait for the guy to come by.
The little red guy to come on.
And,
Exactly.
So I love all the colors and the frantic action that's going on in the game, especially the unicorn dance party with the disco ball. The game has a cuteness that is well reflected in the characters' names, also in the packaging artwork that we mentioned. So were there any influences or inspirations that had an effect on the look and feel of the game?
Certainly, and this is where it could get a little emotional, is my wife. When I started developing the game, I didn't initially intend to use all these unicorns. It was my initial sketch had an alien bouncing up and down on a pogo stick, which was too detailed to do at the smallest size there when you go to the back. So I asked her input like, what should I make the hero of the game, and she pointed out this guy.
So that Stuffy existed before the game?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
This was she loved unicorns. I've got so much unicorn stuff around the house, it's unbelievable. But he was a Christmas gift from her brother one year.
Nice.
Like, I'll put him in the game, so the only condition was he could not die.
Yes.
Which is why you have lives, you have penalties. But her inspiration is why there are the unicorns in the game.
Yeah.
She did the music for it.
Well, it's beautiful that this game can continue on as a tribute to her and her influence on, and obviously you, but the game itself. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's and I'm glad she didn't get to see the finished product, and unfortunately she didn't get to hear her music in it, but she saw the game in an orderly form. She got to play some of it,
which
great.
Was
fantastic, and she liked it. She got to see the unicorns bouncing around, which was fantastic.
Oh, that's really good. That's great. So this is a really fun arcade game. Once you understand the mechanics, you can get right into the game, and you've got a very detailed manual about how to play it. So do you have any upcoming games that you're working on that you'd like to talk about before we let you go? And is Kick Ice still going to be happening? Because I love the look of that game.
Okay, I'll get to Kick Ice in a second. Yes, there's one currently I'm doing called Crossbeam. You've had it on the show. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Still in development. It's advanced much further than what you've shown, and even the ROMs I posted on the board.
Yes.
I need to get back to that this weekend. I've kind of stepped away from it for a few weeks just because of, job and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's under development. It's I don't think I'm going to get a demo to PRGE, but I think it should be done by next year's PRGE. I think it should be. I'm excited about that game. I really love how it's looking so far. Yeah. Kick Ice, I developed that between Mr. Yo-Yo and Crossbeam and gave up on it. And I kind of gave up on it. The kernel wasn't working. I don't think I was experienced enough a programmer to get it to work. I might go back to that. I've had a lot of different ideas for that. So it's still on my radar as something I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to convert it to a Mario Brothers type of game. Multiple platforms and then kicking ice blocks around to knock enemies off the platforms.
Very nice.
That's on my list, and I've got a good dozen or so ideas, some original, some ports. I want to get to them all. It's just finding the time and all that to do it. I've got so much I want to do. It's
I think that's a common thread between creative people is we all have this massive list of things we want to get to, and we can only get to the things that bubble up to the top. that really pique our interest at the moment that we have ideas for. But those are the ones that are destined to come out first, anyway.
Yeah. It's got there's a they're definitely ordered by priority. So I know Cross Me first. I know what's coming after that. I know what's coming after that.
Yes. Yeah, but I have a ton of a big folder of games that I want to get to, and I just, with the show, oh my God, it takes up all my time. But I love doing the show, so you have to prioritize things, and then you get to them when you get to them. So thank you so much, David, for this new game and for coming on the show once again. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Are you going to be at PRGE?
I wish I was. I have to skip it here. Unfortunately, it's just not in the. I did a lot of traveling in July, and it sort of melted my credit cards. So
that does happen. Yes.
Fully planning on being there next year.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, we'll see you next year. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk with you soon and see you online.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye-bye, David. Excellent. So let's pop this one out. And we're back on track. Frazzled. Yeah, just so colorful. Everything. It's absolutely colorful in this game.
I'm always down with a unicorn theme.
Well, you can't really go wrong with
no, you can't.
Unicorn or cats.
Or cats, yes.
Cats are another good one to make sure to include in your game. Mm-hmm. We do have some cat games coming up on the show soon.
Oh, good.
So I'm very excited about playing cat games.
Are the cats excited? They look pretty chill right now. They're
Which is
just
good.
Hanging out on the floor. They're not on any particular camera, but they're just hanging out on the floor.
Can't really do any competitions today.
No,
kind of disrupt
we've got a lot to do.
Very stringent flow of things, but we can always give them some treats if they start acting up.
Yes.
Which don't tell them that.
No, don't give that away.
Because that'll give them ideas.
They're just relaxing right now.
So next up, we have Bob Montgomery. So let's get him going in the background. So, what is this?
Try sending,
Try sending a message first. But I did. Okay, there's a message.
Nostalgia says, aren't the treats for good behavior rather than acting up?
Well. Oh, there we go. Got it back. So let's give it another try. That's weird. It's like, send a message, then you can video call them.
Yeah.
It's like,
never entirely sure.
Oh, Teams giving me strife today.
Yeah.
That's okay. We've got it. So, Bob Montgomery, from such games as Reindeer Rescue, Squish 'em, and Elevators Amiss. He is a 4-time Atari Homebrew Award nominee for Minotaur. Nominated for Best Game, Best Graphics, Best Music and Sound, and Best Work in Progress. Please welcome to the show, Bob Montgomery. Welcome, Bob.
Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, everything's good. We can hear and see you. Well, we've got Minotaur here. We're going to unbox it. So, can you talk a bit about the packaging designed by Wakuni Design Studio? A name I have not heard. I tried to look them up, but couldn't find them on any search matches. Very mysterious. The manual and cart is really impactful, especially the manual and cart. I love the zoomed in of the tracks of the tank treads. So can you talk a little bit about the design of the box and the manual?
Yeah, sure. So that design studio is my brother.
And his wife. Revealed.
The secret is revealed. Yeah, I told him I was working on another game. It had been a long time, and he said, I'd love to, design your the label for you. And I'm like, sure, that sounds cool. So I told him what the game was about and showed him some screenshots, and he made a couple mock-ups, and I really did like that kind of ominous low view of a tank tread. And so we kind of went with that, and then I was like, I really want like a maze motif. So I think on the label, there's kind of that maze in most of the background. And so that's kind of where we were. And then I said it needs some color, and so we added the explosion, which was awesome.
Yes.
And then when we were looking at the box and for the in label, he really wanted to do something that would be a little bit different and a little bit different from other like examples that we've seen. So he wanted to go with the white because he thought that was a little bit unique and would kind of stand out on a shelf. So we went with the white, and then he had the idea of wrapping the explosion graphic all the way around it.
Very nice.
And it was pretty cool. I like how it turned out. For the games I've done before, they've all been illustration, like stuff Nathan Strum and Dave Exton and some other folks. And so I had never done anything quite like this, and so I wasn't really sure what to expect. It wasn't really how I had imagined it when I thought of it, when I was first developing it, but I really like how it turned out. And I'm not saying that just because he's my brother. He's probably not watching stuff.
If anything, you can maybe be more critical with him. It's like, no. Take it back to the drawing board.
We'll save that. I saved that for the private stuff. I'm like, no, it's no good. Try again.
So I'm really happy that you came back to Minotaur, as it's been a long road for this release. What brought you back to developing this game again, starting in 2022 when it was last left in 2012?
So it was the last thing I had been working on, and then I just stopped doing development because I couldn't find the time for it with life.
Yeah, it does get in the way.
Yeah, and so I was able to carve out some time for stuff, and so I thought about starting something new, and I always had a million little like projects kind of in the hopper, but that one was the furthest along, and I just wanted to. I thought it was really cool. I liked the concept. I wanted to push it through, so just kind of picked it up, which was interesting to pick up code that was 10 years old or almost 12 years old, and it was like, wow. I don't know what I was thinking, but...
Well, you'll be able to improve it and scold your former self about how bad it was documented, how bad it was commented.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of creativity in the way you use the Atari 2600 graphics, using both players, both missiles, the ball, drawing the maze on every second line, even combining two colors to make a third color for the tanks. There was a lot of thought put into clever ways of overcoming the limitations of the 2600. So how much preparation before even starting to code do you usually put into a game?
I use a lot of paper and pencils, graph paper. And I've written a bunch of games and written a lot of... usually I start with the kernel, because it's usually the limitation. And so usually I start by making diagrams of a screen and thinking about what I can fit. I have kind of a general idea for how many... Like, if I can get an asymmetric playfield on the same line, and like how many sprites I can do, and so... It's usually kind of where I start with just mapping stuff out on paper. Yeah, for this one it was, I put this on AtariAge in the forum, but I kind of had this idea for a kernel. I wasn't totally sure what to do with it, but I can't remember how it even occurred to me, but this idea of overlaying, like doing this sort of half flicker thing where you overlay the missile and the sprite and kind of get a two-color. It's sort of like part of it isn't exactly flickering and part of it is, and
yeah, it really hides the flicker. Like you can't really notice it. It's more like it's very well hidden, so it's used to very good effect. The 30 hertz.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well, and it allowed. The concept for this game, I have never played it in real life, but I somehow ran across it and then played it in emulation. The arcade game, and just the concept of like a maze, you can blow up the walls, and then there's so many tanks converging on you. It seemed really cool. It seemed like a fun challenge because the biggest challenges for the Atari 2600 are like both of those things. Lots of sprites and a playfield that is dynamic and in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you recently did an like days ago or yesterday extensive write-up about your development behind the game. A lot of people don't realize just how much work goes into creating a truly great game with tons of replay value. In general, what is the thing you spend the most time on when working on a new game? Is it the coding, debugging, graphics, sound, game testing, difficulty balancing, preparation before you even start coding?
I want to say I feel like the last 10% feels like it takes the longest time. I don't think it actually does. But that last 10%, which is like a lot of the things, like it's mostly debugging, especially looking for tricky bug, like trying to reproduce bugs that you like are playtesting and you see something flash by and you're like, that doesn't seem right. And then you spend forever trying to reproduce it and figure it out. So that kind of thing. And then also just, difficulty balancing, making sure it plays well.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most critical, and it definitely takes the most time. A lot of play testing, a lot of kind of wrangling other people into testing it as well.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that. Play testers, and you release builds onto the forum for the general public to play test and take a look at.
Yeah. I will say that's an interesting thing. So when I last was really active, which was like 20 or 15 years ago,
yeah,
the scene was very different, and almost everyone just released binaries and people played, and there wasn't really. It was kind of unusual that people wouldn't do that. There was a few developers that did, and so it was kind of like the culture has changed a little bit with a lot more people kind of doing. I'm distracted by watching her play.
Yeah, it's
anyway, that culture was different, and I wasn't really sure how to get playtesters because before, like, you just post something and everyone would play it and comment on it. So I will say that when you guys played it a couple times when it was in progress, that was amazing as far as like seeing, especially I think the first time where you played it for about 2 minutes and then you like found a place to just camp and just shoot things endlessly. I was like, I guess I need to fix that. That never occurred to me.
Yeah, it's like, the tanks seem to keep coming out from that one place. Shoot. Yeah, it's massively helpful to get a lot of eyeballs on builds of the game, across the spectrum of people that are like new to playing that maybe genre of games to like experts like Steve Ramirez or something like that. Just getting a good variety, because everybody's going to approach a game a little bit differently, play it a little bit differently, and you're going to get people who, like me, I look for ways to cheese the game a lot. And I'm like, if I go there, I can do that. And there was one game the other day, I think it was a Jaguar game, where I was facing up against a boss, and there was this one exact spot I just sat in, and I just held down the fire button, and it never shot me there, it never touched me there. So it's like, it's good to get a lot of eyeballs and play testers, and a variety of play testers on games.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, wrapping up, do you have any upcoming games that you'd like to talk about before we let you go? Now that you're full force going back into making games again, maybe?
I hope so. Yeah, sure. So there's actually two. One of them, I've had this idea in my head for a long time to make like a Contra clone for the 7800. And so I kind of picked that back up about a year ago and was making a little bit of progress on it. And then about 9 months ago, Nathan approached me and said, what would you think about re-releasing Squish 'em through Champ Games? And I said, sure. So now I switched gears and I've been doing that, and I am hoping to get that out for the Portland Game Festival, even though I I'm frantically trying to finish it up in time, so we'll see if I make it, but it should be out soon regardless.
It is looking good. I think it's close.
It's close. That last 10% is gonna kill me. So.
That it always does. Yeah, you got to find those bugs. No, it's a great upgrade. It's a lot of fun.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for inviting me to the beta testing team for that.
Oh, sure. Well, that was all John. I would have invited you anyway, but he totally took that on, which was great because I don't have time for.
I mean, that's
all
what
the help
those,
I can get.
that's what those guys are good for. You know, Al at AtariAge and John at Champ Games to coordinate.
100%,
You know,
yeah.
people, testers, artists, so that games can be put out on cartridge and look good and sound good or solid. Just like back, there are no patches for these games. You can't download patches, so they have to be great right out of the gate. So you need to have some good eyeballs on, you know, the manuals and the boxes and everything.
Yep.
You don't want any recalls, that's for sure.
That'd be awkward.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on and talking with us about this release. I love tank games like this where you're moving around a maze. They're super fun, and this is a great one and a very challenging one as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, you bet. See you online. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye, Bob.
Bye-bye.
Excellent.
It's the kind of game you find your own worst enemy on. Like
Yes.
the number of times I've accidentally killed the center dot because I was trying to turn and shoot very
rapidly,
quickly,
right?
and then I accidentally shot first before I turned, and then it was all done. So
Yeah.
I love this game. It's a fun game.
It's really good.
weirdly stressful, like with all these things descending
'cause it's
upon you.
unrelenting
It
tanks.
is.
And there's
It is.
like reserve.
I like it though. It's a fun game.
Let's go back to the gameplay. Reserve tanks on the bottom right, so it's like unending. Oh, that was a good move actually.
Yeah, because it explodes it.
'cause
You get a
those-
bunch of points.
Because there's two uses for that skull,
Yeah.
right? One is
points,
a bomb, and
and-
it explodes everything around. I saw you die once if you shot it too close.
I did.
And the other way is to pick it up and to speed up,
Yeah.
which is also useful. So it depends on what's
Oh.
happening on the
no.
screen. So the best way is to get in behind them. Because
Yeah.
they can't turn around, right? They have to
Not
do
easily.
90-degree turns. They can't all of a sudden change directions.
No.
Oh, we're perfectly on time. That's how
No.
you do it.
I
to-
did it again.
Learn my lesson for the Atari Homebrew Awards.
I think so. You're good at sticking to the schedule.
Well, this time I didn't go nuts on the questions. That was the thing.
Well, you always have a lot more questions you want to ask.
I've
You have time.
I know, because I want to
Yeah.
know more about. I love talking with the
Yeah.
developers, and I
Yeah,
want to know
yeah.
more about the games and how they develop them. But I stuck
Mm-hmm.
to like talk about the packaging, then three questions about the game, and then the wrap up question. So a little bit peek behind the curtain. So I think three questions, like actual outside different questions specifically about the game,
Yeah.
is about right.
It's
for
about
the-
right for the timing.
for the 20 minutes.
Good
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So that works out well.
Yep.
So we're on to the third from last game. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Kovi. Let's just put this one away. Yep, I love tank games. I love that one that also the other tank game that Thomas Jentzsch made, where they get stunned. Remember, you shoot them from behind and they get stunned, and there's
Is
a
that the
circular-
helicopter one, or is that
the helicopter
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you're shooting. Are you shooting helicopters? Or you're shooting tanks.
You're shooting helicopters, I thought.
Oh, okay. Well,
I can't.
similar,
The
you
name
know.
is over my head, but
Yeah.
it's when you
Hundreds
you
of
can
games.
stun them briefly, right?
yes,
And they
there's
stop moving.
An option to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is helicopters, but it could have been tanks.
Yeah. Similar
Yeah,
maze format, and it's
It
one-on-one, right?
reminds me.
Is it one-on-one, the helicopter one?
No, you have enemies and you have yourself.
Okay.
And they can rescue themselves.
That's right.
In certain options of the game.
Yes.
Robot City.
Yeah,
that's the
Robot
one.
City.
Thank you, Al.
Another,
that's okay. I can use tons
game.
of time for each question.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and it depends how long the answer is for each of these questions too. So let's queue up Marco Johannes, Marco J for Kovi.
These cats.
Cats are chill.
They're very chill. You can't see them right now. Very chill.
See if Teams gives us sass this time.
Seems to always.
Who you know from games such as Pit Cat and the upcoming game Gunship. He is an Atari Homebrew Award winner for Kovi. It was nominated for Best Game and Best Graphics, and it won for Best Music and Sound. So we'll connect. Oh, I think we are connected. We can't see you yet. Oh, here we go. Camera's. Oh, almost.
Playing with the camera.
Yep. He's getting his camera going, which is why we give a little time beforehand.
Oh, it's being a bit strange.
It's flashing.
He's
flashing.
Trying. Yeah.
He's trying. We could go audio only, but we want to see his lovely face.
Yes.
So we'll give him a bit. So this game was put out by Mashty Games, which is the combo of Marco Johannes. He did the programming, music, sound, and graphics for this game. And Die-Fed Hitchings, Jamtex, did the manual, box design, and additional graphics. So we may just go voice. Doesn't look like the camera's hooking up. But in the meantime, we're going to open up the box. We'll give him just a bit more before we... So if we put that back on here. And we'll start unboxing. Give Marco just a couple more minutes. We can't hear him, unfortunately.
No, yeah.
Well, that's because he's not tied into the system yet.
Oh, I see.
Give him a bit more time to do his camera. And you can send us a message as well, Marco. I'll see it pop up while we're unboxing this. So there's the front of it.
Gorgeous.
Very nice.
In that Atari style. I love the art on the front.
And this one has 60 video games in it.
60 video games.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and everything. Even sound. Well, we will try and go to sound and see if we have sound. If we don't, we can go to phone and get you audio through a phone call. So let me know if also sound is affected and your microphone is also restricted as well. Because then we can I can send you my phone number. We can do it through that. Oh, privacy. Computers doing stuff for our own good, huh? So there is the front of... Oh, almost.
That's flashing again.
There's the cartridge. And Kovi's in a different font on the cartridge there.
Very nice.
And there is the manual. The back of the manual as well. Did he put my name on it?
Yeah, your name.
He
I
did.
see your name.
It says
Quoted.
James ZPH O'Brien. Very nice. Right there. Let's flip through the manual a bit. And we have played this game a bunch of times. It's super fun two-player game. Maybe I should... well, I can't ask questions and play two-player. So we'll just do one-player. Because we played two-player on the show before.
Yes.
There we go. Let's pop it in. And
then you can see if you can get it working. Any audio.
Got any audio.
Atari Plus. Ready.
So, do we have audio with you? Oh, went away. I don't hear Marco, so we may not have audio either. We're giving it a good try. Looks like he's trying again. Okay, we may switch over to a phone call.
Oh.
It's horrible. Can't get it. Okay, so I'm going to put my phone number in the chat there. If you wanted to give me a call, and we can go speakerphone.
I will show off the box art for Kovi. And this lovely manual.
So there we go. And in the meantime, we'll switch over to the game.
Excellent.
And we'll see if you would like to go on speakerphone. And that'll make it a lot easier. Just hold it up and crank up the audio. So you can start in on it.
Did you see
very,
ZeroPage
very
went up
colorful.
the screen there?
Yeah.
Thanks to ZeroPage.
Oh, really?
Yes,
oh, wow.
That's so
Maybe
nice.
I've never let it
It's
run
all
long
the
enough.
credits running down the side
Oh, my
there.
God.
Yeah. Jamtex, art by. Very nice. Okay.
Make sure I'm not on Do Not Disturb. I think we're okay.
Just go with that.
Oh, here we go. Hello, Marco.
Hello, James.
How's it going? Yay, we're connected through technology. Old school. We had to go old school this time.
That's the way. Yeah, I didn't have this last time. We on the same teams and the same Windows install. It didn't have all these privacy settings. It's just comprehensive.
Yeah, that's crazy. It really locked you down. It didn't want it to happen this time. That's okay. We'll just go voice this time. We can just picture you. So, can you talk a bit about the packaging design by Jentzsch, who also worked on the graphics for the game?
Yes. When it became apparent that we wanted to publish the game, Jentzsch started working on the manual. He's actually quite talented on this endeavor. So he's also been the sort of the project manager of it. He was able to contact the artist who did the drawing. He actually did several artists, and he did the write-up for the game and all that sort of thing. And he's worked with Albert from AtariAge back and forth, as he said before, many revisions to get it to the final product. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very different style of artwork on the front of the box compared to normal stuff, but it works really well. And you've gone for that old school style.
Yeah, the old school style. He likes that one. That's the same style that was also done for PitCat.
Yes.
And yeah, Jentzsch does like that old style of Atari box. It's sort of a throwback to the original ones.
Yes. Yeah. So Tanya and I have had a blast playing your game on the show, as we were able to play head-to-head in 2-player mode. So what was your motivation for such an ambitious game filled with color and animation rarely seen in a 2600 puzzle action title?
It really came from PitCat, from the same sort of engine. When I was working on it and designing it, I figured I could use it again, and because there was more RAM available, I could actually, instead of making it 8 tiles vertically, it could be 12. And I figured we could do the same sort of thing again. The good thing about this game is that I only have to update 1 row, or sorry, 3 rows as it's falling, not the whole screen, so it can run a lot faster than the original engine did in PitCat. And the colours and all of the moving animations are really, because only one of the animations is updated a frame, and there's quite a few of the characters that change. It gives a kind of morphing, kind of swirling look where they don't all synchronously move back and forth. It's just because I only had enough time to update one sprite every frame that it gives that kind of look. And the colours, well, every tile can have its own colour, so that kind of worked out for that. So I figured might as well just have an engine which has so many colours, and yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah. So, your first earlier release of PitCat and Kovi both being tile-based games, do you generally find yourself creating games around a graphics kernel, or do you generally find the game idea comes first, and you find a way to make it happen?
It's a bit of both. I mean, PitCat, I really, really wanted to make this port of Pitman. I really love that game, and I just kept tinkering with it until I got something that worked. I don't know if you remember the original post I made probably back in 2019, 2018, but it was pretty coarse back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, with some development, I ironed all the bugs out. The way it works is it's a self-modified code, and every line is like 128-byte code module,
right.
and the game just updates it on the fly. And because the E7 bank switching scheme has so much memory available, just keep loading those into the memory and updating on the fly, and there's the graphics.
Yeah, and that kind of leads to my next question. You've seemingly pulled off the impossible by having not only 8 characters that are 8 pixels across, each with their own color, but even more graphics on the right-hand side of the play area for the score, and all without flicker. So, can you tell us how you achieve such a seemingly impossible amount of graphics on the screen?
So that one, I was experimenting with the engine, and it's a Venetian blinds kernel. The first game that used this, way back in the 70s or early 80s, was Video Chess.
Right.
Now, they used a similar kind of kernel, but it wasn't one that ran in RAM. Because what I realized, I don't know if you know that new size 0 and 1, and the amount of characters that you can do a double or triple of a character.
Yes.
I realized if I set the player 1 to be a triple and the player 0 to be a single, then I could get this black gap between the area between the score and the playboard. And that, I mean, if you turn that on, you get like garbage in there. But turning it off, you get to have 2 extra characters vertically. So it was kind of a bit of experimentation. When I got it, it was like, Eureka! I couldn't believe it actually worked.
Oh, that's
it
amazing.
Wasn't too much different from... The other change was I updated the kernel to use sort of a special mode where you have to use this legal method of writing to the registers, and it's used in a few other modern games. I didn't realise Video Chess didn't use it, but some other homebrewers did, and I used the same technique, and it allowed me to have more time to write to the kernel and write in the assembly. So yeah, that worked out. It was kind of an experimentation and adaptation and improving the kernel, and it all worked out.
And you mentioned it earlier, another part of it is that it's self-modifying code, and that's how you're able to get all the speed of the kernel, right?
That's right. I mean, it only updates what it needs to on the screen. The way that it sits in RAM is it just executes heaps and heaps of this code every frame, and only the parts that need to change are the ones that I need to write. If I don't write anything to this video kernel, it just keeps displaying the same thing. So depending how much needs to be updated every frame, it really determines the speed and the refresh rate.
Right. And Tanya and I really, like I said before, really appreciate the 2-player games, because it really works obviously well on the show with 2 players, and there's competition and head-to-head. Was that something that was added in later, or was always an idea for the 2-player kind of scrolling to the left and right screen?
So originally I didn't plan to put this 2-player in. It kind of just came in because I made some space in the code and figured why not throw in the 2-player mode. The going back and forth is really due to the limitation of what the screen can display. But other games like, I know, Pio or Tetris, you can have both of the boards on the screen at once. And with Kovi, you've just got the 8 tiles across. There's no other way to display them both at once, unless I do some horrible flicker scheme or something. So, yeah, that was the kind of gimmick of them going back and forth. It's really, I've got no other choice.
Yeah, and it works really well, because you would think that, oh, it's scrolling one board over to the next board, but there's no confusion when we're playing. It's very obvious what was happening, and there's, you know, enough of a pause that the action doesn't just jump right in immediately and you're like caught off guard when it's your turn.
Yeah, and you get to kind of look at what the other player's doing and think of your strategy while they're dropping their piece, and then you think, oh, I might do this, I might do that, and then it goes to yours, and then you can also see which piece they're going to get next, and you can kind of plan around that and that sort of thing. It's really a design out of limitation, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
But,
and sometimes it works out really well. Like, yeah.
Whatever the shoot fits, that's it.
Yeah. So I did mention at the top that you are working on an upcoming game, Gunship. Do you want to talk a bit about that or any other upcoming games that you're working on?
Yeah, Gunship is my main game I'm working on. It's been a bit of a slow burn. This year's been a bit busy. But the great thing about 2020 to 2022 COVID, there was a lot of time to work on games. So, yeah, you can probably judge by the output of the community during that time.
Oh, yeah.
Gunship is my first attempt to create a CDFJ game. And I wanted to make a game that was CDFJ and also make it portable to the Plus cart and Uno cart. So there's been some development. Jentzsch has been making a driver for CDFJ, and he sent me his kind of draft version.
Nice.
And I've been doing some tweaks. And Gunship is sort of the experiment to make a game with CDFJ and also get this driver working as well to work on Plus cart and Uno cart.
Yeah, Gunship's an incredibly ambitious game. 8-way scrolling, this huge play field. So I think it's going to be it is quite an undertaking. I'm glad you're taking your time on it because it's quite stunning and quite ambitious.
Yeah, so since I did a release in December, so I'm not sure if people know about the game, but it's a kind of helicopter game. You fly around, you can shoot stuff. So since then, I've added movable sprites, so they actually move around. They turn to the player and they try to attack you, and they shoot you with weapons now.
Nice.
There's some animations for deaths and extra sound effects. There's also a detection for speed on the console boot up, so it can work out if you're a PAL or NTSC region. And
nice.
Colours as well. I know people wanted the colours for PAL consoles, so that's done now. So I'm hoping to do a release in the next maybe month or so of at least a pre-release or a beta.
Oh, excellent. Very looking forward to playing that on the show. It's really quite an ambitious game, like I said. So looking forward to that. So thank you so much, and congratulations on your release of Kovi into the AtariAge store.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Tanya. Thanks for having me on the show.
You bet.
Although you couldn't see it today, I was wearing your ZeroPage shirt.
Oh, no. We'll just we'll imagine it. We'll imagine it. Thank you so much.
But thanks for the show, and thanks for everything you guys do. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, you bet. And we'll talk with you soon and see you online.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Marco. Excellent. Now, there is a package at the door.
Oh, is that what that noise is?
That I do want to open.
Okay, do you want me to go grab it? And
No, I'll grab it. You keep playing.
Okay.
And because the next person on our list, the last 2 games, is by the same person.
Oh, there you go.
And that person has submitted written
Very nice.
submissions, so there is not like a strict timetable.
Okay.
So you can mostly play the games going forward, and we'll unbox them. And it's Vladimir Zuñiga with Slide Boy and Mazeland for the 2600, and Night Guide and Another Castle for the 7800. But I'm just going to run upstairs and get this package because it's kind of cool.
Okay.
And
I'm very excited, so I'm going to continue to play Kovi.
You kick ass there.
All right. More Kovi for me. Getting closer and closer to death here. Death by Kovi. I did hear this stomp, 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 throw the package, stomp, 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 so, it happens.
Yeah, and then I got alerted to what it was. Because it said, this is delivered. So we can take the earbuds out now.
Oh, Thank
no
you.
need for that
Oh,
anymore.
They hurt after a while.
Oh, yeah. They dig in.
They do dig in.
So just a preamble for this package that I'm opening, is that we are redoing our upstairs.
Oh! Yes. We're
And-
fixing up some of our apartment. Yes.
Yes. Apartment.
Condo. Same thing.
Townhouse.
Condo, whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. So, we needed some decoration. And, what better decoration? I'm going to switch it over.
Okay.
Then video game related decoration.
Of course.
Of course. You gotta put your interest. So let's see if anybody can guess from the shape what this is. You don't have to guess exactly what it is, but kind of what it is. The shipping was so much on this.
Always.
And it's not because of the weight, because it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
It's not because of the width, because it's nothing. It's just the size. Oh my goodness. Destroyed me. And another one that I was trying to get, I couldn't get it because the shipping was more than the cost of the thing. And it was over $100 for shipping. And I was like, that makes this
out of
unaffordable.
control.
That's crazy.
Everything's unaffordable.
Everything is. Yeah. Any guesses of what it is?
Thoughts?
Background for cat. Oh, yeah.
Someone got it?
Al got it first.
Of course.
He knows what this is. Okay. Let's see if we can guess which one it is from the back. Oh, you can kind of see it, but Robotron. Al gets it again. You get to win the view of it.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful condition.
Yeah, it is really
Absolutely
nice.
gorgeous. A little bit of wear in that top corner, but it just shows that it is used. And it was actually used in a arcade cabinet.
Original.
Yeah, so our kind of our color that we're going with upstairs for the new kitchen is
some blue.
Has some blue, so we were looking at some marquees with blue in them.
Yes.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. So we have a spot that we have planned out.
We're gonna hang a marquee or maybe two. Who knows?
Yep. Or three.
Or three.
Depends how much room there is.
How much space? Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So we're gonna move on to the last two games.
All right. Interrupting my Kovi.
I know. Interrupting your fun.
It is a lot of fun.
The last two games of AtariAge Day 1. Because there's more tomorrow. Yay. More fun tomorrow. Talking with developers. Playing more games.
Mm-hmm.
Including
the
very first AtariAge Intellivision release. That's really exciting. And I have an RGB Intellivision with a brand new IntelliPort that I just got that makes for external Intellivision controllers that we just got working last night. So the first game, it's still in the box over there. Sly Boy in Mazeland. Let me grab that out. You can temporarily hold that.
Okay. Ooh. This is not coming out. It's pretty fun, though. Hi. Atari really wants treats. Someone said that. Atari? Treats?
We'll do it at the end.
At the end.
At the end. We don't want to interrupt the flow.
Not jealous, says Pseudographics.
Of what, this? Atari video music?
Yeah, I think so.
It took me a very long time and a lot of money to buy that.
Yeah.
Maybe don't be too jealous. It was very expensive. Okay. So, the first game up is Slide Boy in Mazeland. Move the joystick off the display table.
Yep.
Whose games, Vladimir's games, include A Roach in Space, Game of the Bear, and Ninja Sky in Low Res World, amongst a billion other games.
And a bunch of other guys in worlds as well.
Lots of guys in worlds.
Lots of guys
and
in
knights
worlds.
in worlds. And, lots of things in worlds.
Yeah.
And castles and mazes and.
Yes.
Yep. Lots of fun. He is a 7-time Atari Homebrew Award winner. A Slide Boy in Mazeland was nominated 3 times for Best Game, Best Graphics, and Best Music and Sound. And this is a super cute game. We'll see. Put Tanya to the test of this one.
Puzzle games.
Yep.
I like
puzzle action.
Puzzle
Puzzle action. That's
Yay.
kind of Vladimir's thing. Mostly action, but always a slight bit of puzzlies. An asynchronous hello to Vladimir. Yes. He is away.
Yeah.
So he couldn't make it. He is not close to kittens.
Oh, cat. Almost, we ran into that knife.
Kittens.
If that had been a sharp knife, you would have been a skewered cat. That wouldn't have been
have to end the stream.
Oh my goodness, we don't want
Let's
that.
just move this up. It's a little difficult for me to open. There we go.
They're very silly, these animals. Very silly.
They don't think before they jump too
No,
much.
they
They do
just jump.
calculations, but they don't understand things like knives.
No.
So Vladimir is one of those people who does everything to do with his packaging.
Yeah.
With his game. He does the packaging, he does the artwork, he does the manual, he does the game, he does the graphics, he does
Nice.
the sound. He is a magician. And how talented
Amazing.
he is.
Everything.
Yeah. And he's such a good artist.
And
too.
like you blink and suddenly there's a new game and you're like, how did that happen? It just, they just come one after another. It's amazing.
And his manuals are so
They're
fun.
so colorful and fun, yeah.
And they read like a kid's storybook because the big print and there's graphics on every, or artwork on every page.
Yeah.
And they're so beautiful. He does so many drawings. I have a number of his t-shirts in the other room. He sells t-shirts.
Yeah.
He hasn't been updating them with some of his newer stuff. But there's the manual.
Nice.
So let's pop it in. Oh, the kitten's on the pillow. So adorable.
He cuddles right up.
He does.
Yeah, he does. He's very sweet. I don't know what it is, but when I use the pillow to put the joystick on the pillow.
You can't help but go on it.
Yeah, the cats love it.
Oh. Ready.
Because my system doesn't like it.
Something funny.
Needs some cleaning, maybe.
Oh, nice close up of your head there. Oh no! What is going on?
Do I have to break out the IPA?
You might. It might be an IPA issue. IPA solvable issue, I would say. AtariAge says, I'm not liking your system. Neither are we right now. Beer. Yeah, it needs beer.
It needs beer. Look, it's working now, so it's my system.
That is very interesting.
Needs some cleaning, because I usually keep one cartridge in there, or two, like the Harmony and the Uno. And the plus card. Those are the only three.
They just kind of
in.
sit stuck in there, so yeah.
So it might be dirty.
Well, there we go. That's better.
I will not blame anything but my system.
Did you chew a cable?
Were you chewing on things?
You'll never know.
Okay, so jump into it. Start your playing.
Cat, I gotta displace you. Yeah.
Oh, it's the metric power system.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what it is.
right. We count in tens,
Yeah.
and the U.S. power system counts in 12s,
Yeah.
I think. Something like that. 144s. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so warm. So I've got a write-up from Vladimir here. Slide Boy Mazeland. When I started to program for the 2600, my main objectives were to release at least one platformer, one puzzle game, and a racing game.
Oh,
After
fast.
various platformers that were more or less successful, they were all successful, 0 racing games to date, Slide Boy in Mazeland for 2600 was my more serious attempt to program a puzzle game. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wanted to give it a simple gameplay, but challenging enough to give satisfaction feeling when you clear a screen or complete the game. The controls are extremely simple. Slide Boy is controlled with only the joystick. The button is only used to pause the game. And once Slide Boy starts to move, he only stops when he collides with something. Don't jump up there, little cat. It is a puzzle game, but it also is a VHZC game at its core. So the usual suspects are there. Switches that open doors and turn off hazards, time as score. Pong-like obstacles, skulls, etc. Even if platformer games are like the genre by what VHZC games are more known for, and platformer are games that I love to create, it's always fun and refreshing to program something different now and then. Curiously, the 7800 version, made a year or so after this one, was published before, and is available in the AtariAge store as well. So you can get the 7800 version of this as well. So this is the 2600, which is fun. Sometimes he makes a 7800 and a 2600 version of the same game, and they're slight, and they use the same mazes. Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll get to you. There's people who have games that are being released.
Yes.
You get treats every show.
Every single show.
So, we have played this game on the show, and I believe we've completed it, at least on easy.
I can never remember the solutions, though. When
No.
you come back, you're like, what?
It's like, oh.
Maybe that's the advantage of getting old, is you can just play these puzzle games over and over again. You're like, I don't remember how I did that last
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
My adult brain, be able to watch all the movies that I've forgotten completely about, watch the TV shows, play all these games as if they're all new to me again. Hi, Cat. And then you can get all the enjoyment out of it. As long as I remember which ones I really, really like.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you can play just the cream of the crop, right? Kind of felt like a static bit on 6 or 7. Maybe. I don't want my 2600 to fail. I think it's just dirty. Might be the cart port. I'll clean it after this. Then I'll... Thrust says, I think I'm already at that age. Congratulations! So I love action puzzle games.
Yes.
Puzzle games are great. They're the death knell for the show because you just sit and stare.
I know.
So,
Where no one's talking. They're just like, okay, if I go here, then left, then right, then up, then down.
But action puzzle games,
Yeah.
that's a whole other story because then you get a whole bunch of stuff going on the screen. And I love the 3D effect that Vladimir is starting to introduce in a lot of his games with the enemies. He's like changing things in 3D space, but keeping it obviously 2D. Running out of time.
I'm on normal, which is harder.
Oh, I
Easy,
see.
you have a lot more. I believe you have more time, and maybe more lives. I can't remember now, or maybe you have infinite lives. I can't remember. To check out easy again.
I think it might be time-based limitations for... Oh, we have the manual here. Let's see.
Oh God. Oh no! It just clicked just a second before.
Both modes have the same number and design of levels.
Okay.
But in easy mode, you start the game with 4 lives, so it's just the number of lives.
Oh, it's just 3.
Yeah.
I thought the time was less too.
No.
No. In easy mode, the time bar will deplete more slowly.
But you only receive half the points compared to normal mode.
But
so you'll never get a high score with easy?
No, but it gives you more time to figure out the puzzle.
So it's good to like play through the game on easy.
Yeah.
And then go for the high score on
Since we played it before, I wanted normal to see if I could remember some of these patterns, but apparently I can't. They come back eventually, but that's okay.
Hey, Chow Stony Mao.
Such a good game, though. I
It
love
really
games
is.
like this.
And I love the look and creativity of of VHZC games and the kind of world that they live in.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's enemy themes, there's obstacle themes. So after you've played a couple of VHZC games, you kind of get a hang.
You have to chase it.
Yeah. But not too quick, because
No.
you're faster than them.
I'm like trying to be too fast here.
You kind of get a sense of how things work in VHZC land.
Yeah.
So it makes the games a little bit easier if you've played some of them. Hi.
There's some repetition in how games are played.
Yes. He always does keep them fresh in the way he uses the enemies. Like, he has a lot of lightning in his games.
Lightning.
But
Skulls.
but the skulls move differently, or they have a different pattern, or
I find this one so hard to time.
That is one of the hardest levels.
It's the mental timing of it. I mean,
game.
I can do it. I passed it before.
And his presentation's so slick.
Yeah.
Like, even the levels changing, he has added in this really great animation, how it comes on and off the screen clearing. And these are the tiny little touches that Vladimir is able to make his games elevate above just, a simple maze game. It's these flourishes that he does that really, really add to it. So let us, I think, move on to the very last game of today's show, of part 1, day 1. Thank you, Yamakaze, for subscribing.
Yay!
Okay.
Right at the point of me hitting those balls again.
Yep, I rescued you.
Timing of that one.
That is, I think, one of the hardest levels.
Is it on the down or on the up? Like,
I always find it funny when
down.
one of the hardest levels is like one of the earliest levels in the game. It's like, well, if you can pass this one,
then you can probably figure out the rest.
Good for the rest because it's some of the hardest timing.
Nice.
Okay, we're on to the last game of today. Remember, tomorrow we are starting up the show. Around this time is the start. So it's to accommodate different people from around the world that have different schedules.
Yeah.
Today we concentrated on some of the Europeans. So we had an earlier show today.
Yep. For the people who can stay up late, before they go to bed. Yeah.
So this game is Night Guy in Another Castle for the Atari 7800. Like I said before, Vladimir Zuñiga is a 7 times Atari Homebrew Award winner.
Amazing games.
As voted by you, everybody out there. And Night Guy in Another Castle was nominated for Best Game, and it won for Best Work in Progress for Atari 7800, of course. And the credits are very simple in all of his games. VHZC.
VHZC.
That's it. That's the whole credits. I mean, he puts playtesting credits as well.
It's treat time. Yum.
Oh, we will get to that after the game.
Yeah, we will display the game.
Now you made the cats
Beer
crazy.
Pocock, thank you so much. The cats are very,
very thankful.
Very thankful. Yes.
So there we go. Night Guy in Another Castle. Incredible design on the front and back, and I'm so happy to see screenshots on all of these packaging because the talent of the graphics artists, VHZC in this case, are so good that they are able to display the graphics on the back, and you don't have to fake them. they're good already. So let's open this up. Take a look at the manual and cartridge and the cat.
And the cat. The cat's like, you want to see my butt. That's what you want to see.
My butt is pure art. Observe.
Observe, yes. Oh, well, S. Ramirez, sorry you can't catch tomorrow's stream, but wish your son a happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
It's very exciting.
So there is the front and the back of the manual. Let's take a look inside in this comic book, almost comic book style. Nice. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Beautiful. Graphics are beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
Now I'm going to remember to switch over the audio from 2600 to 7800. Are you sniffing? Sniffing that marquee? Let's put the box back up. Where'd the box go? Oh, there it is.
There it is. Nostalgic says, the treat time fired off at the same time someone nearby started some lawn equipment. For a moment, I thought the treat time sound clip glitched out.
Oh my goodness.
It's funny when things.
Added in lawn sounds now.
Yeah. Completely coincidentally time up. Hey, cats? They're like, the treat time sound went off. Where are the bells? Where are the treats?
We demand treats.
Oh, they always demand treats.
Okay, let's switch over and we'll read the write-up. Is this going to work? Let's see. Let's get to the right input. Well,
Troubles? Oh, I'm on the wrong one here.
troubles with color. I think I need a new S-video cable.
Maybe.
There it is.
S-video is definitely the cable.
Yeah, it's definitely the cable.
Our hero is trapped again. He has
Again?
no idea how he got there, but somehow he is in another castle.
Another castle.
The very traditional VHZC sounds.
Yep. Little tune.
You just know, oh, we're playing a VHZC game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
right.
What Vladimir says about this game, he sent over right up. Night Guy in Another Castle is the game I wanted to create since my first steps at Homebrew. A platformer game with some little touches of puzzle and Metroidvania. It's a game I wanted to create because it's the game I wanted to play on Atari. And that's the best motivation you can have for making a game, is the game that you wanted to see that nobody else has made yet. Oh
gosh,
no, all the
on.
lives. All the lives.
Gone instantly.
Its engine, even if coded from scratch, is the evolution of my previous platformers, and I'm really happy with it. Even if it's bad to say it myself, I think... kidding. It's one of those better performers in terms of visuals. He's trying to take my glasses off. No, baby. No, baby cat. I really enjoyed making all those sprites, tile sets, and even some elements that are there just to give atmosphere, like the statues or pillars. Like that statue. It's great. In this game, and all my games really, I wanted to give to the player a lot of stuff to do and make in order to make the game feel less repetitive if possible. So Night Guy has to do a lot of different actions, like to move blocks, use springs, teleport to other areas, and float in balloons. Boss fights are also present, and again, in my opinion, I think the boss animations are some of my best work for their sprite design. Yeah, the sprite work, and like just look at the shading on everything, like Night Guy and the shading on those tubes, the subtle brightness and darkness of the colors there. Hope Vlad completes his Night Guy on board 30 Squares of Fate. Yeah, he has a lot of games on the go. I really hope he does complete that one, because there's not many board games that come out for the 7800. There's been a number of like puzzle games for the 2600 and 7800, but board games, like multiplayer board games,
that's cool.
is pretty cool. Where was I? The creation of the box label. You can do that.
It'd be very hard.
Oh, maybe you can't. I can't remember. He used to be able to do that. Sneak down. Darcy did it once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think he's erased it a bit. No, there's no room. You can't sneak down there. The creation of the box, label, and manual was also a task I loved to do. I made a lot of illustrations before choosing those good enough, in my opinion, to be used. When I talk about
so tight
VHZC games, maybe some people could be confused and think of it's some sort of studio and not a guy in Chile working alone. Well, I can see why they would get confused, because of the sheer output. Like, you just look at the number of games he's made over the last maybe 5 years. I can't remember how far back. 8 years he's done is unbelievable. You'd think he was a studio with like a programmer, a graphics artist, an audio person.
Yep.
I take pride in making everything from my games, from the idea to the artwork for the physical releases. I really hope people enjoy this game as much as I enjoy making it. Yeah, this game is the perfect balance between action and puzzle.
Yes.
And in VHZC games, he doesn't do a lot of backtracking, which I really appreciate. He has a tiny bit, but not so much that you're like, oh my god, I have to do a half hour of backtracking.
It's just a couple of screens. Oh, jeez, I ran right into it. Sorry, I was looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the dangers are right there.
Yeah, you have to be very careful.
Yeah, the screens are not too long that you have to go back, and sometimes it's just the same screen going through multiple levels like this one.
Yeah.
Like the top 2 levels are on the same screen, but then there's a lower level that you have to loop around.
Yeah.
But it's very kind of obvious that you have to go to the left to get there because the right has a wall. So it's not so mazy, it's very linear, the backtracking, which I completely appreciate. And it's not backtracking for backtracking's sake because there's different things you need to do on your way there or back. It's actually a color kill bit on Maria. Is that how they use for the pause? They have a color bit kill? Because a lot of black and white comes from people like pausing built in. So I guess it's an easy thing to do, is to just remove all the color with that. Oh no!
I angled myself.
So we'll play till
always,
Tanya runs out of lives.
I will, probably. I'm like trying not to angle and run. Like, ugh. It'll be on this screen. You're right.
Yeah.
There. Oh.
Yeah, you have to know what the right angle is when he takes off. Oh, you can't move the box yet.
That's... Oh boy.
It's coming for you. Run. Lots of great... And you always have to have bats. Bats live in castles. He always tries to include bats that face you. Nice little touches. Get him! Boss time. Yeah, you can't cheese this guy. You only get one hit per stop. And he goes all dizzy. Avoid him again.
Oh no!
But you still have him down in health. You don't have to start all over again.
Oh god.
Oh no. Yay!
Yay. Definitely.
Left or right? Too high. Just a bit too high. What is this?
Magic.
Treasure. You got a force glove! What could that do? And it keeps track on the bottom. All your things. Only got one life left. The wind seal has been broken. Yeah, there's different seals of doors, I think, that you have to... You can kill those bats. Are you doing pacifist mode?
I tried before and they killed me, so...
Ah.
I didn't realize. There we go.
There we go.
It is one great looking castle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So it's time for the kitties.
Cats.
And we'll start up the betting, and then I will show where everyone can get these games and buy these games. Because now that you've seen them, I'm sure you have made your selections of which ones you would like. They are available for pre-order at AtariAge right now, and I'll post it in the chat. Let me just get it up on the screen here. And it's at the AtariAge store, store.atariage.com. There it is. There's all the new games right there. There's 15 listed here. We're going to be playing 17 because some other ones got released just before this batch.
Okay.
Like E.X.O. And other than on this list? No, there's some Jaguar games that we're going to be playing as well. Jumping at Shadows and Xenowings.
Of course.
Or Xenowings. You make the choice. So let me start up the cat betting. For those of you who are not familiar with cat betting, those are the bells.
And these are the cats.
And these are the cats. And the cats,
who you'll see in a second,
have to ring the bells.
You're going to have to flip the cat cam.
And what you want to do is bet on which cat you think will get to 10 first. And not only that, there's an over and under. Oh, click on the link. Okay. This link? This link? Which? That link? Oh, there you go. There's more. Click on it again. There!
Yay!
Calabath,
Very nice.
That'll be the first one up tomorrow.
Nice.
Very looking forward to that.
Yeah.
There's anyone that we didn't cover today that's on this list in front of you. We will. Oh, go back. Okay.
Oh, sir. No, we haven't started.
Click on all games here. All games here.
Has the betting started?
Yes.
Okay. So you
all news? All news, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, all news. Oh, there's one. There's one. There they are. Jumping at Shadows and Xenowings. Very amazing games. If you have a Jaguar, these are must-haves.
Yeah.
A shooter and a platformer, both top quality.
All right.
So there you go. So there is the access to all of the games. And Cat's betting is happening, and we got 30 seconds. So the over/under is you can.
Who will get to 10 first, and how much will they win by?
Yes.
Do you think Atari will get to and eat more treats than little Sid here? And Sid was doing very well for very long, but Atari more recently has made gains.
Yes.
So, hide.
Shut the door.
Shut the door.
So that cat can't escape?
No. He always panics.
Don't shut the
panics.
door.
He wants to run his treats outside the door. Oh, we've got everything.
All covered. Excellent.
Excellent.
So somebody is going to win.
Yes.
Okay. So let me get my
kitties everywhere.
Cat numbers on the board. And so we can start up the betting. Is everybody ready? Are you cats ready?
Not the betting, but the actual...
Not the betting. The ringing of the bell.
The ringing of the bells.
Yeah, it took me a while to find my Jag, but it was well worth it. Okay, cats. Oh, Sid. Yeah? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Here
he
we
wants
go.
treats.
Are you ready?
You guys ready? Are you ready?
And go!
Oh, Sid. Oh,
Sid.
There's Atari close behind. Very close.
Very, very close behind. Now I can turn on the auto exposure.
Sid?
There we go. Another one for Sid. Sid is ahead. 2-1. Atari's still chomping on his original.
Atari
double.
and Sid. Don't
steal.
Don't steal.
I need my treats. Meow.
Yes.
Right, meow.
That was Sid.
Sid is going nuts here. But Atari's close behind. He's a full point behind, but it is very possible that Atari could overtake him. But
still just by one.
Sid
soft
paw.
Oh, Atari.
Oh, Atari caught up. Sid, you got to ring it. There you go. He's still one ahead. He lagged behind a bit, though.
Yeah.
So Atari's catching up. Oh, come on.
I'll count it. I'll count it.
It made it ring. He knocked it.
He kind of knocked it, but yeah.
He made it ring. Oh, double ring.
Oh, you got it first there.
Sid is still one ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, don't take it around over there.
No, don't run away.
Atari, you're delaying things. No. This is so adorable. Oh, Sid is ahead by 2 now. So you shouldn't have taken your treat away.
Atari.
Close behind.
So
he caught up.
close, though.
Oh, it's game point.
Oh, Sid.
9-7. Come on, Atari. You just need 2 more. No, don't take it away.
Don't take it away.
It's game point. Looks like Sid might win. And
he does. He got it.
10-8. Final score.
Treats for all.
Treats for every cat.
Good job, kitties. That was a tight race.
It was very tight, right to the end. So, final score. Sid ahead by 2 whiskers over Atari let's see who bet on SVID beating Atari by 2. In the category of SVID 1 and 2, the winner is Al Nefer and Dave M. Congratulations.
Hey.
Low ratio. It was a safe bet.
Yes.
1.3 to 1. So you made some points.
Oh, you gotta make.
That
Yeah,
you can
that's good
spend
stuff.
again on the cats.
Yeah.
Not real money. It's all internet points.
I agree, Thrust. Sid was back to form today.
He was very consistent.
On it. He was on it. From the first bell ring, he's like, I know what this means. Now, treat.
He's very, very consistent.
Yes. Good job. Oh, there's your Robotron. That is very nice. Very nice.
Oh, let's switch back to the normal camera. Yeah, I'm very happy about the Robotron.
It looks good. I'm very excited.
Looks very good. Looks exactly like it did in the photos.
Yes.
I'm still on the hunt for a couple more. It's whichever one comes up first.
Yeah.
They were both winners. The cats always win.
The cats always win, yes.
They that's why they hang around to ZeroPage.
Yeah.
What are the other ones I'm looking for? If I mention them, somebody's going to be outbidding me on eBay.
True.
But I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Bosconian.
Yes.
There was one listed, but the shipping was insane to Canada.
Yeah.
And I had a big conversation with the seller about options and stuff, and he looked it up and it's like, that's what it is for this size. I just can't ship it cheaper.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Another one is Galaga. And
you would love
amazingly enough, it almost never gets listed anywhere I look.
Yeah.
Even though it's like one of the most common games ever, I think it's like, have it shipped to you and shipped to me at a reasonable price. Yeah, because there's like pirate ship and stuff, but he's not allowed to use that through eBay or something. He didn't seem to bite for that option. But I'll have it check. I'll let you know about that. Unfortunately, it got delisted because their time ran out. Nobody bought it.
Really?
It was a fairly reasonable price for a fairly obscure game like Bosconian. Yeah, I could ship it for much less than 100. Yes. Yeah. It's just that eBay has weird shipping rules because they want to make sure that it gets to the person and you're not ripped off, etc., etc. So, I'll be in touch with you, Al, about that if he lists it again, or I'll ask him to list it again. Then we can see US to US. It's going to be much cheaper.
Yes, it's
much cheaper.
That's true.
So that concludes day 1 of AtariAge Day 2025 Summer Edition. We're barely still in summer, right? I think it's like tomorrow.
Yeah, 21st. Yeah, tomorrow's the last day. Or is the first day of fall?
I don't think the clocks switch yet.
Oh, no, not
tomorrow.
No, I can't remember
but
when
I don't
that
think
happens.
Summer coincides with clock switching necessarily.
No.
Does it?
The end of summer is the 21st of September where it technically...
Alert.
Alarm.
No. I did a deep dive into it. It's I can't remember now, but it's alert.
Oh, it's alert, yeah. It sounds like alert. It's like alarm and alert mashed together.
And there was a big old mistake.
Yeah.
With the voice actor, with what was written down, and there's also... People thought it was like a problem with the fidelity of the audio.
Oh, really?
But it's alert.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's still summer. Yay! So we can still call it summer edition.
Still summer edition.
So we start tomorrow at 24 hours from right now, because it's like 2 minutes away from 3 p.m. Pacific time. Time zone changes right after Halloween. Yeah, it's crazy. It changes everywhere in a different spot. So when our time changes for the show, it confuses everyone. And especially if I'm doing an interview, it's like, oh my God, what time is it there? And what is that in metric? Well, we have 10 hours AM, 10 hours PM, 10 days a week.
Yeah, there you go.
100 days in a year or something. It's very hard conversion, and it's dark most of the time we're up. So
yeah.
it makes it challenging. But thank you for everyone hanging out, especially to Al Yarusso from AtariAge for making all this happen, and for all the amazing developers with their new games. You can pre-order them right now in the AtariAge store, or pick them up at PRG, and they're coming out in November-ish. So very, very soon. Time will fly. As soon as Halloween's over, you'll have these games in your hand before you know it.
Before Christmas.
Yes, before Christmas. Yes, a whole bunch of games you'll be able to get before
Nice.
Christmas. That is going to be a great time. Yes,
Yes.
capital letters.
Right.
They will be out. Thanks for hanging out with us today for AtariAge Day. BR Pocock, AtariAge, who's Al, Thrust, who is Thomas, Vitoko,
Hey, Vitoko.
Gamma Dev, BR Pocock, S. Ramirez.
Chelsea and Mao.
These are the chatty people.
Thrust. Yamazaki, thank you for
Yamazaki.
subscribing.
Thank you so
Gamma
much.
Dev, I think you mentioned. but
Pseudographics,
Pseudographics.
Vitoko, Ground Trooper,
Nostalgics in there. Prow 7.
Vida Bobby, thank you for coming on. I don't think
Nice.
he's been on the show before.
No.
So that was great to
that
have
was
you
lovely. Yeah.
on. Retro Homebrew, Marcelo, Total something. Very long name.
Yes.
Who else in the chat? T Monticle, that's a new
Nice.
name. Welcome, welcome. And that's the top of the chat.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining, and
Yes, on
come
an
back
off
tomorrow.
day. Yes.
3 more hours of Atari. Is it 3 more?
3 more hours.
3 more
exactly.
hours of new releases.
9
from
games
AtariAge.
tomorrow. 1
9
additional
games.
game. So it
Nice.
worked out well. Al filled in that extra spot to make it exactly 3
Perfect.
hours. And it's 3 hours tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Tune in, set your reminder. Or you can just follow the channel and it'll remind you if you have alerts on. All that kind of stuff. So we will see you then. We're off to a concert tonight.
Oh yes, we are. Should be fun.
Should be good. 5 bands.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll
Yeah.
tell you about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Have
Yes.
a great night and a great evening. And
Yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Bye-bye.
Bye.